He's a silly nigga, bro. Yeah. What's good, yo? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where, as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scorpio, the New England representative. And as always, I got my man with me. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Yo, what it do, man? Jesus Shuttleworth, the guy, aka the GOAT artist, aka LB, a lot of Del Boss. What it do, El Capitan, ringgameradio.com in the building. Monday night, Tuesday,
Thursday.
Thursday night, no wait, end of the year, Thursday night, boxing awards show.
Yes,
So
sir.
let's get to it.
Yes, sir. Ring gang in the house forever and always. And as always, I got my other man with me. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Hey, what's fly? It's Conscious Pilot, the West Coast Avenger, #1 contender, preparing for liftoff. Ring Game Radio 2024 till eternity. Let's get it. We're here.
Yes, sir. Conscious Pilot stays elevated above the clouds in 2024. The shit don't change. And shout out to King P. King P will probably join us a little later on in the show, man. He's doing this thing.
Hopefully he color coded, he color coordinated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gotta coordinate.
Everybody got their colors for the night. He got to come in with like black or yellow or some shit. Or orange.
Rest in peace, John.
Blue, red, and white. Oh damn! I got that American swag here. Okay, I see that. That red, white, and blue. Okay, what is this? 4th of July, nigga.
Yeah, I just felt like, you know what? Let me go bring out the Ring Gang's sweatshirt, man, the hoodie. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, yeah, it just seemed like it's the most appropriate thing, especially this is the first show that we're doing in 2024, man. Hope everyone had a wonderful New Year's. They had, whether they were sober or they were drunk or whatever the fuck, everyone enjoyed themselves and they're safe and they're able to bring in the New Year's, without any stress or anything. Not me though, because I was still pissed off with the Eagles losing to the Cardinals. But hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles. You know what I mean? Shit happens. We got one more redemption game. Try to get this division shit and whatnot. But let me not veer into that because it's not time for that. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Deontay Jones.
Yeah, he better not say nothing. God damn it, But yeah, man.
Listen back to this.
I know he'll pop up and saying he'll pop and talking that cat shit to me like it's all good. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. The year end show, man. 2023, man. Boxing definitely went somewhere in 2023 compared to some other years, especially since like 2019, especially in post pandemic.
So you can really just lead off with that poll. Actually, pause.
I don't think we did that one yet. We didn't do that one yet.
The 2019 versus 2023.
Did we?
Yeah, we did that.
Let me check. Let me see.
Because that would kind of kicked everything off.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me scroll.
I did it for a reason, so we just jump into that and then boom.
Yeah, then we get to the superlatives.
Let me see.
Because 2023 was overall it was an impressive year. Obviously it wasn't without a flaw, and it did have a one noticeable flaw, and I'll bring it up when we get to one of the superlatives.
Okay. Yep. There we got it. All right. So this was there's actually about 13 hours left. So try to vote for it if you can at Ring Game Radio on Twitter /X. But we did ask, what was the better year of boxing, 2019 or 2023? We have 132 votes. About 13 hours left, with 2023 taking 83% of the votes.
See, here's the results. Cause I saw some of the results before, and I'm thinking to myself too. I mean, part of it may be recency bias, but part of it is either that or we have a lot of new boxing fans that wasn't watching no boxing in 2019.
It's a major factor. 2019, the thing with 2019 is it was like right before that was right before COVID, right?
Yeah, it was the last year before COVID.
So the main thing before COVID. I mean, the main argument I think we all have is 2019 had the big name fights delivered with like fight of the year contenders, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You had like 5 legit fight of the year contenders where
that's being
generous. You had to really scratch your head.
There was like 7. I mean, I feel like there was like 7. Because I mean, you think about it, like Manny Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman isn't going to be a 2019 fight of the year, but it was a fucking great fight. It was a great fight. You know?
Yeah, I mean that was up there. That's up there when people discuss. That's
there's
one.
Thurman Porter, Donaire, Inoue 1.
Yeah, you know.
Nigga, you said Thurman Porter. What the fuck?
I meant Porter. I meant Porter Spence.
Porter Spence.
Porter Spence.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's 2. Golovkin, Derevyanchenko, that's 3. You said Inoue and Donaire, that's 4.
Yeah.
I mean, Andy Ruiz at the
You have 4 right there.
Right there.
And then when you start, okay, Pascal Badou Jack.
Yeah, then
Taylor Program.
That's
Taylor
5.
Then you have Roman Doheny, that was 6. Then you have
Peterson. Fuck yeah. That Roman Doheny fight was hard. That's 6.
Prograde Taylor, WBSS.
Prograde Taylor, that's 7. Fucking Ramirez and Hooker.
Yep.
That's 8.
Triple G Derevyanchenko.
He mentioned that.
I already said that.
Yeah,
I mean, that was the year Ruiz had the upset, right? Ruiz upset on AJ. I mean, you can count that.
Oh yeah. That's what 9.
That was a great fight. I mean, that was
that's another fight of the candidate.
And then there was Peterson Lipinets too.
Peterson Lipinets, that's 10.
That was,
and you know what? I'll give you fucking Castano Lara as a damn honorable mention.
Yeah, because that
kind of kicked it off as far as like, okay, this is a good fight.
Yeah, I mean, because that was the fight that that let Lara know that's like, wait a minute, I can't be doing this shit no more.
Hey, shout out Blazing Killer. He said Logan Paul, KSI 2. Yeah. Real talk, that was a big fight that year. And that's what kind of excuse me, started that whole that whole wave of the little influencer boxing. I remember because my nephew at the time was hitting me up about it. And I was like, oh shit, like okay, like
it definitely kicked it off. It off to like, because I think that was the same card that Andre and Haney were on, weren't they?
Which one?
The Logan KSI. Wasn't Andre and Haney on that card? Like as like, or was that the one with Jojo Diaz? There was some big fight, big boxing.
No, you talking about this Lake Paul? I mean, this Logan Paul.
Okay.
You talking about the Jake Paul card in like 2020?
Oh, okay. I got my Pauls mixed up.
Yeah, and then also shout out to Katie Taylor and Delphine Persoon. Like that was a fight of the year too.
Dude, that's shit. Yeah. We got to like maybe 12 fights of the year. Was Heard J-Rock that year?
Then that was 2. That was the upset of the
13.
Another upset of the year.
Yeah.
No. But what year was Bridges Shannon Courtney? Was that year too?
Was it 2019? I don't think it was 2019.
Maybe it was 2018 or
Bridges
something.
Courtney? Hold on, let me see. Bridges Courtney. Right? Yeah, this bitch is popular. I can't even. Her BoxRec halfway through Google's first page. Hold on. Courtney. No.
Yeah, and also better be Vozdek too, because I was there for that shit.
Yeah, this was for Courtney 2021, April 2021.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was
that's
that
more recent than I thought.
Yeah, because there was more.
Okay, Vozdek, better be. That's we're up to like 14, folks.
Yeah, and then there was Kovalev, Yar, Kaunecki, Areola. Hell, even 15, Regal had 16. One against. Hell, even Regal had one against Julio Ceja. That was one. That was the
nigga. One. Like yo. Any year that has Regal, any year of boxing where Regal has one of the better fights of the year.
Yeah, we
delivered.
Yeah, you mentioned Fury Wallen. That was the same year.
Yeah, and also and Brandon Figueroa, Julio Ceja, because that was a fight of the year. That motherfucker.
Yeah. Nigga, do I so fuck it.
Kovalev Yard too. Kovalev Yard was the same year.
yeah. Pat said that. Like,
yeah. 2019, like the ones that picked, like honestly, like y'all gotta like 2019 was like that was a hell of a year because like the big difference between 2019 and 2023 was the big fights that happened that year. They were fight of the years. They were not one sided. Like it was rare. Like the only one sided 2019 fight was probably a Canelo fight. So I'm saying, like
was this fight one-sided,
or the one that wasn't competitive? Like it's just like like the ones that were, yeah. Like I think Canelo probably had the only big fight that there was no fight of the year type of shit on there. Yeah. 2019 was a special year. 2023 was a good year and it was a rebound year because the fights that had that needed to be made were actually made. The problem was they were just one sided, so they weren't like the only big fight in 2023 that was fight of the year caliber was Haney Lomachenko. That's probably it. Like,
and bro, like honestly, we just named like 18, 19 fights in 2019 that delivered. Like, I'm trying to see, like, if Lomachenko Haney was that year, like, where would that fight place? Because it damn sure ain't top 10.
No, it's not. It absolutely would not be.
With 2023, it's a top fight of the year, though. 2019, shit is like, let me see. Hold on, wait. Was Chisora White 2 that year, too?
It was.
Nigga, oh my man! Has there ever been a unanimous decision?
Yeah, that's why it was crazy. That's why it was crazy to me because I'm thinking to myself because there's some notable boxing people that follow our Twitter or whatever. So that's why I was surprised at the discrepancy between 2019. Like, I mean, I don't mind if it was like on some 52-48 type of deal or 60-40. I'm like, okay, maybe it's cool, but that discrepancy is like large, like.
Yeah, it's like it's a bigger discrepancy than the damn Jay-Z DMX first album Twitter poll we had.
Yeah, because
and this is a lot like this is way more lopsided like than it should be. Like
exactly because like I said, 2019 was a hell of a year. Like I mean, this is why I always say because I know we always said before like the discrepancy is either recency bias, which it happens, or people became more box fans after 2020, which is a thing. Like because they were definitely.
Imagine becoming a boxing fan after 2019.
Yeah, it's different. I mean, let's put it this way. Like, I mean, like me and you, Elby, we've been in this. We've been in like the boxing like online shit for a minute. So we've seen the different types of views from someone who has our type of views versus someone that has one of the.
Oh, you mean hardcore boxing fans?
Yeah, versus a newer view. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know these newer views. These niggas on some other shit because it's just. Like you can't name 20 fights that was like you can't name 18 fights, 10, 15, let alone 5 better fights in 2023 that were in 2019. So I'm just like I'll be like, yo, I'm flabbergasted by the results, but whatever.
Yeah. But look, we can get headway into our superlatives and stuff like that. The first superlative for us was boxer fighter of the year. So, I mean, Pilot, since I know, what did you have?
I have two-time undisputed male champion by the name of Terrence Bud Crawford as fighter of the year. I mean, I feel like Haney, Benavidez, and Monster in a way all have a fair argument for it. I think if you have any of those names, I can't argue with you. I just think Terrence Crawford's performance on a top 5 pound-for-pound fighter that we didn't expect. Because I mean, I know he got one fight. That's the argument. Marvin Hagler won fight of the year in '85 with one fight against, I think, Hearns in that war fight. So
that's Tommy fucking Hearns, though.
It's happened before. I'm just saying it's happened before. So I have to rock with. I mean, it was in a way it had a real strong argument. I just think we all expected him to beat Tomales like he did. So.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, for me, I have Crawford too because, I mean, Monster. I mean, fun things too. There was a lot of nonsense based off, obviously with Monster and Fulton and Crawford Spence. There was some real nonsense, in the build up for there. Like, but I feel like Crawford was such a real hard separation between these two because because pretty much everyone had Spence, at least most people had Spence like in the top 5, for pound for pound shit. And Crawford made him look like he just didn't belong there at all. He didn't even belong on the pound for pound list. Like, that's the shit like and although Monster too, like, Monster is the truth. And we all did. And Fulton was on most of our pound for pound list too. I think most of us, pretty much like, Monster was going to win. And, that was that. There wasn't, anyone else that thought otherwise was just probably being dumb. So it's just like, that's why I gave it a call. Crawford, had a strong year. I had pretty much let him know everyone that he was that, he was that dude. you know, and there was no other way. Although Monster was very close, very very close. But LB, what about you, bro?
I mean, y'all niggas already know my fucking answer. Ain't no goddamn way of Terrence fucking Crawford boxer of the year. Like because this is the thing. It's like niggas want to have it both ways. Like this nigga literally having the longest victory lap over a nigga that he was favored to beat, but also niggas is always saying Spence ain't no Hall of Famer. He ain't this. He ain't that. So I'm just like,
I hate when they do.
I mean, whatever. Like honestly, just in a way. Run impressed me more. Like he became undisputed in the you know what I mean saying for the second time in a year. He moved up to a bigger weight class and bodied niggas. Tapales, you know, gave him a decent little run at it though. That was a good little, you know, entertaining fight.
It was a good scrap.
For especially for innerweight standards. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Like you know, when the niggas like that have entertaining fights, it's different. Like it wasn't a career mode glitch like Crawford Mean Machine. But yeah, it was a good performance. Like you looking at probably the most perfect boxer you have in the game, and that's Inoue. I can't really. I'm starting this new wave. There's no more fighter of the year just for fighting once. Like. That's literally becoming employee of the month with just showing up to work and working one day. And it's like, it's 365 days in boxing. I can't award a nigga who just looked good on one day when he clocked in. Like, nah.
What if it's a sales job and, you know, the guy makes the biggest sale by far of the month? I mean,
it gotta be a bigger win than Spence. I'm sorry. Like, Spence is a good win. But dude, we literally waited like since 2023 for this nigga to get into a big fight. He got it, he did it. Okay, cool. It just compared to like even Haney has a bigger case than Crawford to me. Like it just I get it, but I just don't. Like if I was to say if I was supposed to rank it in a year, it'd probably be Inoue, Haney 2, Crawford 3. Yeah, it just I see it like Lomachenko and Prograis. When I put those two names together, it's like it kind of get above Spence. I mean, nobody had no damn car accident where they vehicle flipped over 17 times. I mean, niggas ain't writing think pieces about his punch resistance and shit. And I had Haney losing to Lomachenko, so that just tell you, I'm just being real. Like,
but Crawford beat Spence ass so tough that because the fight was supposed to be made, end of the year. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's kind of like,
yeah, he did. He beat the shit out of Spence. No doubt.
I mean, shout out to Spence because Spence supposed is back.
It is one of the top performances of the year. Like, it is. Like, it's
absolutely.
Probably like top 3.
Mm-hmm. No,
considering everything.
He thought. In a way, it became undisputed champion as well twice in about a year, too. So
yeah,
in a way, and also Bruce Shields. I mean, Shields too. Also, just want to say.
I think we're talking about men boxing. Fuck out of here, like.
This nigga just
damn. No one to be mentioning motherfucking Crystal Shields, and someone got to throw her, and she got to always put her name in there.
She always do.
Oh my god! Like, damn, who's hurt you, sis? Get a hug. Damn. But yeah. I mean, shout out to Clarissa Shields. It just, it ain't that type of party right now.
I do find it crazy. I don't know. Is it because maybe it's a different era? But I always see these posts about Inoue and Bud being special, but not really Canelo. Is Canelo's a former?
Because Canelo not fucking special. Oh my god! Like,
you'd say that.
What the fuck?
Oh no, you say. I'm just saying, because I see a lot of posts about.
Look, he got like with Crawford and Inoue, they literally had to get it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? And it's like none of this whole like, hey man, we need the judges to help us out several times throughout our career. Niggas got definitive wins. Even though when I pick apart Crawford resume and I pick apart everybody's shit, at the end of the day, Crawford ain't never really looked bad. He'll struggle. He might look bad for a round or two, but he always beat the shit out of people, so it's like that gotta count for something.
He never had 1 or 2 or 3, 4 or 5 gifts, or
Canelo literally got like Canelo's literally supposed to have like 3-4 losses, maybe
And
2 draws.
And I'm just looking at the competition, and I got to say this too, and this has to be repeated again, Miss Bitch. Number one, if you have to ask who the fuck Inoue beat to earn undisputed, that means you don't know anything about his divisions. Like you can't put. I always say this: you can't put down Monster's competition and not know who he's fought. Like we know who he's fought. We have cast him like.
You don't follow those divisions. Just say that, man. Just say that. Because honestly, Crawford, the opponents aren't really all that special either. You can't tell me Jeff Horn is better than any of these niggas. Damn, Inoue beating.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like the best. If people if you put down,
and I can't say fuck out of here. Spence ain't no goddamn better win than what Inoue. Dude, y'all can't say that if Spence look. At the end of the day, Daenerys going to Hall of Fame. Y'all, Spence, we don't know.
I think
so y'all gotta leave this fucking Spence is a better. No, he the fuck not. Like who? When is Spence gonna go to Hall of Fame? Like really?
I low-key think. I mean, 3-belt unified champ. Again, remember we talked about this LB a year or two ago. The curve pause. Like we have to grade on a curve a little bit. Like
all of very good. Yes.
And
it's like I refuse to do this. It's the same argument why Wilder. I don't think Wilder's Hall of Fame, like because he's not. Like you can't have that type of record, but Stavern and Sergey Lakovich are your best wins at your career. Like you can't do that.
That's what I'm saying. And even then with Wilder, they'll just say, "Oh, the amount of title defenses." Like that's how they try to squeeze him in somehow.
The 11,
but with Spence. I don't really see that with Spence. Like, Spence, he needs another marquee win, and the Crawford loss really hurts.
It really hurts. Yeah. It really hurts.
Yeah, that's a legacy-defining loss, and he has to overcome it. And like I said, the cast, I don't think Spence can physically do that at this point. I've said like
not at the divisions he around because who would he have to beat to overcome that?
We hear his interviews and shit. I mean, he's not as spry as he used to be. It's a sad fact, and I'm not trying to take away from Crawford. I think it's some.
We being honest with it. Like that's the other side of the game.
Y'all seen the clips of where he's talking and he's not as sharp as he was.
I've said that for a hot minute. He's not like the second that he gave his first interview after the accident. I knew what I was looking at. I was like, okay, this
nigga was still looking beat up and shit.
Yeah, and then also too, Miss Bitch mentioning Tank exposing Inoue. Again, this is the thing I'm talking about. Like, if you're gonna say because 122, 126, even 130 has opponents for like if you want to stay or even if you want to go to 118, there's opponents the monster that could probably do something. Like it shouldn't have to go. It shouldn't have to go to probably the next notable person. Which is who's 3 divisions above him. Currently.
The guy that beat Robeisy Ramirez, Espinosa is 6'1". Like God, he's a tall motherfucker. I'm just saying that's a tall task. No pun. Like literally,
that nigga's taller than like certain ring gang members.
The nigga's like a Paul Williams like fighting at 126. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
that's what I'm saying. So it's like that's what I said. Like Monster, like if you want to put down Monster, you gotta know his competition. Like if you don't know his competition, but you're putting him down, then it's just like
that's the thing. It's like. You can't, because since niggas don't really know nothing about them weights and follow them, and they haven't been following them, because, me and Pat, we would go back to Darchinian days, all them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
These niggas can't, so it's like, you can't have honest discussions with niggas about this shit. Like, it's just...
like Darchinian, Brian Valoria, all them, like...
You say Brian Valoria, motherfucker think it's like, what? Hawaiian Punch, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Darchinian, what is that?
Yeah, and those are 2 cats that should be in the Hall of Fame now, but they're not. Like they have.
That's what I'm thinking. Like let's look at this, folks. How many Hall of Fame names does Spence have on his resume? Like because if I said Daenerys, the Hall of Fame name on Inoue's resume, Daenerys actually has Hall of Fame names on his resume. You see how that works? Like I'm not even trying to play Highlander. I'm just saying, like
I think in the Hall of very good. Maybe y'all can. I think Sean Porter might get some consideration. I'm just saying. I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying he might get some consideration.
Because he's a 2-time champ, right?
147. Danny Garcia might get him in. Who knows?
He'll be the Carl Froch at 147.
I mean, like he's like I'm not saying Tim Bradley has a better legacy, but I'm saying like he's like
Tim Bradley does have a better legacy than
yeah, but I'm saying, but no, the Porter. I'm talking about the Porter. But yeah,
and Porter.
Porter. But I'm saying like in the same mold of like Bradley almost fought pretty much everybody. So did Porter's, and he's a 2-time champ. So I could see Porter potentially getting in. Danny Garcia maybe needs to win another belt at 160. But yeah, a lot.
I can see Porter maybe
getting in.
Danny.
I don't see those two getting in.
You don't see either getting in, yeah, probably not.
I don't see it's a stretch, yo. Like to be honest, like
I mean, Porter would. The same argument I used for Paulie. Paulie and Porter might go in because of what they do on the mic. They might actually go in. They might go in as an addendum.
Like you watch NFL, like Randy Moss. Like Randy Moss became a first ballot. I mean, he was always first ballot, but he got in probably because he played the game, did the commentary. T.O. didn't. Terrell Owens in. Terrell Owens to wait 4 or 5 times to get in.
It is political, but let's see this. Like, but in the end, like a lot of these fighters today that just are not doing enough. Like, and that's the problem.
And then Anthony enough.
And then Anthony Manzano, just to address your comment because it's a good segue into our next superlative. He says, the majority of hardcore fans don't take anything below 135 seriously because some of them use the argument that you're just watching children throw punches. And I hate that. I hate when I hear that. Them little motherfuckers can punch. Like, don't be like if you ever see them train, like don't be so don't think they're fighting like children. They can punch. They just happen to have to make weight. Like they don't walk around at 122. Some of them walk way higher than they probably should be, and they're cutting a whole shitload of weight. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't like I always say like don't be fooled because they're they fight like that low. Like some of them can fight and some of them can punch, and you'll be surprised how hard they can fucking punch. You know what I mean? But yeah,
y'all end up getting into a street fight with Jorge Arce or one of them niggas.
Hell no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Shit. And that brings me to the second superlative, which is fight of the year. And I know my fight of the year was at a lower weight at 122. Like Neri versus Hovhannissian. That's still my fight of the year. Like, can't
really argue that. I would agree. The only other fight I'll put up there. Mm-hmm. And just to give the name, just to give some type of name recognition in the sport is, I'd say Navarrete Valdez.
Mm-hmm.
Or that Wilson. Was a real good fight.
Yeah, I think another contender would be Munguia Derevchenko.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
that's up there. I could honestly say those maybe the top 3. It didn't that one fight with what's his name? That nigga at 140.
Which one?
Who beat Elvis Rodriguez? I can't remember.
Oh, Simmons versus Batar Akhmadov.
Yeah, Akhmadov. Yeah,
Akhmadov and Sims.
I think we were catching the time, but I think Pat was watching. And Billy Gongora was good. That was a really good.
That was good.
Yeah, Cordina Rakhimov was excellent.
Haney Loma. I wrote down Haney Loma just because it's the big name fight, and we're still talking about the argument today of who won. And it was a competitive 7-5 fight either way. So I think you could throw Haney Loma in the mix, to be honest.
You can. It's like number 5 out of like. I think we naming them in the order, really.
It's the biggest quote unquote big name fight I think we had this year in terms of
it's up there with like it's like the Navarrete Valdez fight, but I don't feel as violent. It was more boxing. It leaned on and shout out to the Kali. It makes me think of can't remember the dude who just posted it where he was saying Sugar Ray Leonard Hearns 1. He said Sugar Ray Leonard Hearns 2 is better than Sugar Ray Leonard Hearns 1.
Yeah.
And it's like I can't be mad at that. Like shit, nigga, that he right. Like,
yeah,
like like what's his name is the damn like Lomachenko Haney is Sugar Ray Leonard is Hearns and Leonard 1. Valdez Navarrete is Hearns Leonard 2, if that makes sense, where it's more fighting. Like Lomachenko Haney more fighting, more boxing, but it's still good, high level. Navarrete Valdez more fighting, but still good high level. But yeah, like we said, this year's been sparse on the damn fight of the years.
I think also this might be more geared towards upset of the year, but Espinosa versus Ramirez was a legitimate fight.
Yeah, well, that was absolutely.
Yeah,
That was, yeah.
And Better Be Viarde set the year off right. I think.
That was started. That was a fight of the year too. Yeah,
that was the best 175 fight we had.
But that's the thing with fight of the years, and this is what we talk about for 2019, 2023. Those fights, with the exception of Haney, Lomachenko, all the fight of the years were like on the B level, either A level, B level, or on the B level scale. Like they weren't like
B level.
Yeah. They weren't on the top level of the sport, which is what makes But
Not
it
elite at all. And honestly, only the Nery fight would make a top 10 list in 2019, and it would be bottom tier.
Yeah, because
the Nery fight would literally be maybe number 10 if it was in 2019.
It'd be like somewhere 7 through 10. It'd be up there.
Nigga, do you remember all the heat we named? We named like 18 good ass fights.
Yeah, you're right.
Like the Nery fight, I don't know, man. That's like number 10, 11, really.
What was better, that fight or Taylor Prograis?
Taylor Prograis.
Yeah,
but Nery versus Hova Nation. I think what happened with Nery Hova Nation is because number one, it was the main event on a Golden Boy card that was kind of small or whatever. And five things, not a lot of people were tweeting on it in real time. We were, and we absolutely were.
Because Ring Gang in this bitch.
Yeah, because that fight is like it's because Nery is someone that could possibly give Monster a fight. He'll probably get knocked out, but he's gonna come in there guns blazing. He does.
Man, Inoue's gonna beat the shit out of Nery, yo.
I want to see it though.
Yeah,
I don't mind it because there's a little history with Nery versus that country.
Yeah, Nery and Japan have a very storied history.
I mean, for Monster, they'll lift that ban for Nery, I'm sure.
Of course, nigga, like you're feeding them, like really, like
yeah.
That's like saying like, all right, there's a shark in the water, but we don't let normal niggas in. But if anybody about that life sign the waiver, you can swim. It's not a guarantee the shark will bother you or not, but it's on you. Like that's how they treating that fight with Inoue. It's like this cheating bastard gonna fucking
it's a big fight
overweight or some shit, but it's you.
Nery's Mexican. I'm saying Mexicans love boxing. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, I mean, well, no, and like I said, I mean, everyone wants to see Nery get his ass whooped pretty much by Monster, though. But
it'll be entertaining because he'll be chucking bombs.
Yeah, because Hova Nation, God bless him, like dude was trying his hardest, like he was throwing heat at that dude. I was waiting for Nery just to give up though, but Nery just ended up like crushing dude with serious shots at the end. Like that was one of those fights where it was like, God damn, though. It was like that gave me a rare boxing high this year.
That was
it was a fucking slugfest. Like that shit was bloody. It was like that shit had the whole crowd jumping. That shit was something different. And then Anthony Manzano, Chocolatito and Gallo was not 2023. That was 2022. That was the end of 2022.
It was 2022. Yeah.
Yeah, that was in 2023.
Yeah, that was kind of
that was a little sad.
That's a little sad because Gonzalez looks a little past it. I'm just
I mean, that's not a fight that people like to talk about because it's a fucked up fight. Just what went down. I mean,
Fucking trying to be getting these damn. He inherited the Canelo plot armor.
Right.
That shows that shouldn't be 1 and 2. Whatever though.
But all right, let's see. Go to our next.
That honestly should be damn 3-zip, really.
You could say 2-1. You could say Gallo won the last one, but it's like
that last one is more like a draw than anything. That wasn't no fucking like he put a stamp on it like 1-1 like. But I feel you. If there's one fight you want to give Estrada, it would be that one. But it's like you really kind of giving it to him.
But
shouts out to Rob real quick. Happy New Year, brother. But Happy New Year.
Salute Rob, what it do, and everybody else in the chat. I mean, it's a busy episode, so my bad if I didn't see you, shout you out. But what it do, Anthony? What it do?
Sergio Garcia is not Hall of Famer in any way. Like It's a very random question, but yeah, he's not Hall of Famer in any way to me. Like he's
not.
not.
We would have probably gave you Sergio Martinez.
Didn't he get killed by Tellez? Didn't he get killed by Tellez, Sergio?
Yeah, but yeah, that's why I'm just curious. Like, where does he come from with this? Like, it's like
and Danny Garcia got a better claim.
Yeah,
like a lot of the Garcias got a bigger claim than Sergio.
Mikey and Danny got a better shot, to be honest with you, Anthony.
Yeah, but
you meant this, dude? That's a fucking really big. How you mix up Garcia and Martinez?
Oh yeah. Sergio Martinez.
I did say I was like, we'll probably give you Martinez, but damn,
Sergio's still actually active, unfortunately.
And that's not Sergio's nickname either. So that's why I'm just like, it's like.
Yeah, he threw us all off. I'm like, who the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, I mean,
Verdejo's
I googled it. I googled it. It said Verdejo.
Verdejo's that's his thing. And Verdejo is his ass is rotting in jail where he belongs. Fuck him. You know what I mean? So it's like, but
what did you do, Android? Salute. Happy New Year.
So what do we got for KO of the year?
Mine personally, the Venezuela Colbert 2.
That was
just the whole setup, the animosity, the beef, the 50K bet, the leaping right hook, the turn head fall out, almost looked like he died halfway out the ring.
Yeah,
like that's just all around brutal. But I won't argue anybody who got the Nakatani Maloney.
Yep, that's mine because
that shit was serious too.
Because Nakatani was laying a beating on Maloney. Like it was one of the ones where it should have been stopped before that. And then Nakatani hits the equivalent of like a grand slam, and the Maloney's out there, 2 busted eardrums, like shaking on the canvas.
John Toes is one of my favorite fighters, low key. He never throws an overhand like that. So that was just that should have been on the main card.
He was setting that shit up. Like you could tell. Like
he was.
Because sometimes if you beat up a guy enough, and you Pat knows what I'm talking about. That home run is right there, and Nakatani took it. Whereas we see some guys they'll get beat up all day, but they won't throw them. They won't throw the home run like Garcia, like Spence Mikey Garcia. Like Mikey Garcia got beat up in that fight, but Spence never really threw the home run.
Yeah.
And it was there for him. Like that's why that was my critique for him, because I always look at it like, okay, I guess you can't give Spence a Hall of Famer. Damn,
there you go. No,
but nigga, you supposed to knock him out. Get the fuck out of here.
But I also did pick like Pat. I did pick Junto Nakatani over Bologna. But I mean, the El Rayo Colbert knockout is something special. That was a little unexpected. I mean, it was so.
No, we knew that was coming.
I know, but
I don't think it was the punch was unexpected.
The punch and Colbert being literally on the ground for a good 5 minutes was kind of like.
And then you could tell he was concussed. Dude took away the bet. He's like, "Hey, it's cool." The dude was like,
"No, we're run that back. We 1-1.
Run it back, dude, go somewhere, nigga. Like
we 1-1. We got to run it back." No, I don't think you should go back down to 130. Go back down to
I don't want this man responsible for giving you any more brain damage. Like, chill.
Right. Yeah.
But those are top 2 for me.
Yeah, and there were some honorable mentions like Mendoza Fandora. That was a brutal knockout.
That was crazy. That was an shit.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. And of course Laura putting away Wood the first time around. Like that was a brutal. Huh?
Oh yeah.
That wasn't no brutal like.
What the fuck do you mean?
That bullshit.
That was a nigga that got hit with a huge left hook and was on the canvas, like eyes spinning in his fucking head. That was a brutal fucking.
Another one.
Oh no! Wait! Laura Wood. Wait! Which fight is this?
The first one.
Oh yeah.
The fuck is she talking about? The first one.
But fucking Wood was stopped on his feet.
That nigga was knocked out. What the hell is you talking about?
No,
that nigga was.
Wood got up. He threw a towel because he got.
They threw the towel. That's brutal knockout. Then fucking Fulton Inouye is a brutal knockout.
That nigga was done.
But are we really calling that a brutal knockout?
Yeah.
Okay, well, fuck it. Then I switch my pick to NOA Fulton. Because this nigga landed a nasty 3-punch combination and just put that shit on TikTok. Niggas is still commenting on it. You had motherfuckers angry talking about, man, he didn't even need to throw that extra punch. Oh, he was being an asshole. Fuck that nigga. Throw that extra punch, nigga. Shit. If y'all are calling y'all are calling a nigga slightly dazed on the ropes, a motherfucking towel getting thrown, and that's brutal. Like, what the fuck, man?
That was really brutal. No, I can see. I see.
I don't think that's. I just don't think that's a knockout of the year contender. Like,
I think the Tellus, you know how Tellus on that Jake Paul card, that was a crazy KO.
Oh yeah, that was a brutal.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah,
that was brutal.
No, I get another one. That motherfucker, Apatia.
Oh yeah. He got a couple this year. Yeah, but that
shit was brutal. Like,
and also, I want to say Zhang deserves a little bit of shout out. I know we might.
Yeah, Zhang over Joyce.
That second knockout on Joyce was pretty fucking bad.
That was.
Yeah,
like when I'm talking about brutal knockout, like
Joyce was.
You knocked the fuck out, not no damn. You stumble. You on the ropes. There's like 4 seconds left, and niggas just throwing paper airplane towels into the ring and shit. Like,
to Manzano's and Anthony's point about Subriel Matias, he's not one of those guys that give you the ice cold knockout a nigga, but he'll just give you the breakdown a nigga. Like,
he didn't. I mean, what happens is because they quit. Like all the Matias fight, like they pull him out before he.
Yeah, exactly. You're not gonna give him a knockout of the year for that shit. Like,
he just breaks through will, and due to him having a body, I feel like they just want to be, safer than sorry.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. Everybody be looking like they best 2 rounds of their career
ever. Yeah, the first round.
And when they fight this nigga, I don't know what it is. Like, everybody looks great them first 2 rounds. Like, it's one of those fights where you see the first 2 rounds, you go back and you like, all right, shit, okay, let me go back. Let me get this Dutch real quick. You come like, oh, the fuck going on? Like,
Matias though. I mean, he's brutally stopping people, but they're TKOs. They're like, it's not like he's like the corners are pulling them out. That's his 2 fights last year. Just niggas that they took enough punishment and they pulled them out. They weren't like they were anticlimactic. He got the stoppage, but they were. I would never call those KOs of the year. Like, nah, like they can't.
Yeah.
And P, actually, you on, bro? What's good? King P, you on there? What's good?
Lou, what it do?
What up, y'all? Y'all already know what it is. Your boy King People, they box in the building. You know what I'm saying? I'm late, but still always on time. You know what it is. Ring Gang Radio. We here.
All right, so P, so give us because we're out to our third superlative. So give us quick your box of the year, fight of the year, and KO of the year choices.
All right. So let me see what we got here. Okay, the best of awards. Boxer of the year, Inoue. Yeah, so I mean, if you already go explain it, I can explain it. But
I did well enough for you. I'm glad you a real one. You know what I mean? Like you saving me having to say shit, bro. So yeah, good looking out. Like now, Team Lightskin. I don't know this nigga Pilot. I don't know what the fuck he think he is today.
Fight of the year. Honestly, my fight of the year was for me Sims Akhmadov. That they was putting hands on each other. Hands. I'm sure Pat said Neri Hovhannisyan. I disagree, but all good. So Sims Akhmadov.
I mentioned the Sims fight.
He mentioned it. Yeah.
I feel like it's a fight everybody forgets. Only the hardcores really give props to that, and it should be. That was a great fucking fight.
Every fight of the year that happened this year was a hardcore fight. Like, there was no. You got to dig deep this year for that shit.
I saw that comment, Karma. Listen, I am never a late naysayer. Even when I'm late, I'm on time. It is what it is. So, what else? KO of the year?
Mm-hmm.
KO of the year, honestly, for me, it was Nakatani Maloney. Like, that shit, like, he put the first of all, it was a beat down, and then it was just that final stamp that he put on in the last minute of it. Like, just wow. Like, it was like putting the exclamation point on the ass whipping. And that's what did it for me. So, yeah. But that Ryo came a close second.
You wouldn't call Laura Wood a brutal KO, would you?
Oh my god!
Because I mean, somebody on here said that, and I'm just like, what the fuck? But okay,
there were better KOs than that. Come on.
All right, thank you. All right, damn. So finally, some sense came into this show, man. Like, damn. Fuck. All right, let's go.
This nigga was feeling alone because no one was fucking with some of his answers so far. Nigga,
I was here. Nigga, like I represent every real light skinned nigga. You know what I mean? So we always here.
All right, man. Our next superlative, trainer of the year. Who do we got?
Big Mac.
I mean, name some names, nigga. Like
It's Bomac. It's Bomac.
Yeah.
Bomac
was absolutely.
Obviously Crawford, but Keyshawn's doing his thing. Eubank, who is one of my other votes.
The Eubank fight is that's probably what got him in my book.
The Eubank fight, because if we're just going off the Spence, that's not enough. But the Eubank really just you had this motherfucker looking great. I mean, you can't.
Yeah. Because
you can't deny that, nigga. Like you
can't deny that. Yeah.
I mean, who's the runner-up really? Like that's who this is. Who's the runner-up?
I mean, there's obviously. I mean, most people will probably pick Bill Haney or Inoue's father.
Andy Lee. Andy Lee,
yes,
because he's the one that did the Parker for Wilder, and obviously he has a Paddy Donovan, who's an Irish boxer, 12-0, is doing well. So
no one better say no damn Derek James, because he's not.
Who would say Derek James? All his fighters lost.
Yeah, I just want to make sure.
I mean, except for Frank Martin.
Yeah. And he almost
AJ. Hold on.
And Frank Martin had his worst performance in a while, so that was kind of like.
Yeah, like damn, what's up with Frank Martin?
And he had the one AJ win, but AJ Ben I think was.
And the fact that the one time he wasn't training AJ this last year, AJ looked his best.
Yeah, for sure. Again, with Derek James,
that's a facting.
There's too much ingredients in the meal. You know what I'm saying? Right now for Derek James, he's getting paid though. Shouts out, Ryan Garcia.
Too much ingredients in the meal.
You know what I mean? Like there's too much.
Robert Garcia is a close second for me.
Yeah, Robert Garcia.
Yeah, because he had Bam. Who else did he have besides Bam this year?
Oh yeah. I had to remember that.
Who else Robert Garcia besides Bam though? I'm trying to think.
Robert, he's been in a lot of different corners though, but I don't remember him like.
Yeah, he's always with a lot of corners. He's always in a lot of corners, so I'm sure I can look and see. But yeah, the Bam fight with Sun.
Top 3 or some shit.
He's always in the top 3. Has he ever won it before? But he's always in the top 3. He's always in the mix.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever won it to my knowledge. I won an official one before though, but for trainer of the year though.
Name fighter.
Yeah. Well, he got Virgil Ortiz. He's back with Virgil Ortiz this weekend.
Well, yeah. Look what year Virgil Ortiz had.
Right.
If that's your marquee name, then it's like fuck it. Like, I mean, Bam is cool though.
Yeah,
and we all know Bam did his thing.
Absolutely, man. So yeah, Bomac definitely deserves his props for this year because he did it. He did that this year, man. That was, like no one could take that away from him. Like you couldn't even try to take that shit away from him. You know what I mean? So yeah,
nah, Crawford will fuck you up. You try to take that from him? Like no,
right?
He don't play by his.
All right, next superlative. Prospect and contender of the year.
Elijah Garcia.
That's my pick too. Like, basically Elijah Garcia is what PBC thought Joey Spencer was going to be. At some point.
Facts. But yeah, you know what? Fucking I have no disagreement with that. He really could be prospect.
I consider him
low key fringe contender.
I consider him, my term prospender. I consider Elijah Garcia.
Well, honestly, here's the thing. I don't look at it that way. When I look at, and I've said this last time we did this last year with the superlatives. When I look at prospect of the year, I look at a guy that started off as a prospect but elevated himself to the point where it's like this guy's not a prospect anymore. He's a legit contender, and that's what Elijah did. And
Elijah is a real highlight at 160. 160 hasn't had much to highlight of. Dude, that dude is a real highlight.
He gave 160 life.
Looking at 160, he's number 2. I mean, again, to King P has a great point. He's number 2 WBA, number 3 in WBC rankings. So for me as a prospect,
and he fought, but here's the thing: he fought the right fights throughout the year to elevate himself above the prospect level. If you're just fighting, if you're fighting guys that like you're just gonna like showcase fights, you're basically just treading water. To me, not because then you're basically just voting for the prospect that you personally like, but not a guy that's actually growing. Pause.
Yeah, and this is the reason why I couldn't. I didn't want to. That's why I couldn't pick Diego Pacheco. Although talented, Eddie is keeping him at that treading water level. Like you know, like. He needs a
Garcia, we done seen him have a whole year. So
I have an obscure name I picked for mine, and it's Ernesto Mercado. I don't know if y'all heard of him.
I've heard of him. Yeah,
you know, he beat Lundy, he beat Nakatia, he beat Jason Velez. You know, he's not on one of the big platforms, but he's.
Yeah, he brutally knocked them out. Like
he brutally
knocked Lundy. Like I'm surprised Lundy's not unretired after that.
He beat Lundy bad. But yeah, I just think if he was on a bigger platform, he would be in the rankings. Which since he's not on any top 15 rankings because he's fighting on his YouTube cards. Even though he's got some
Yeah, he's got power. He's like 11-0 with 10 knockouts. Like bro,
he's knocking it. I think eventually he's going to get on one of those platforms. Actually, I think he's up on the one of the MVP cards in February, so he's gonna finally get his chance for everybody to see him. So, but I think he's my kind of prospect. Yeah, he's probably.
And then also too, I want to shout out Abdullah Mason, like because as far as all the top ranked prospects that they have, he's the one that stands up to me. Like that dude is a future world champion. Like that's the one I'm saying that dude, as long as he stays on the straight and narrow, like that dude has everything. And also Shushu also too. I'll mention him too.
I do see some Zab in Abdullah Mason for sure. He's super talented. I think, and even Vargas has improved this year. You know, Emiliano Vargas has improved. So I'm gonna give him a shout out. Because he's been having he's right there with Mason, keeping up with the knockouts. I'm just saying, Mason's nicer, but.
Yeah, and like I said, every time I see Vargas's kid fight, he makes me feel fucking old. Like I was like, geez, like this whole motherfucker's out. He's like I was like, damn, like I can't be that old. This motherfucker is like making me feel old, like this. He's fighting and shit. Like I watched his father fight as a fucking teenager. Like what the? Would you
guys consider Kid Austin Floyd Schofield a prospect, or is he already a contender? Is he kind of?
He's not a contender yet. He's on Abdullah Mason's level in terms of like that. Like they're moving him along and he's looking impressive. But he's not.
Let me ask you this. Mm-hmm. Like, because it has a slash to it. It's prospect and contender.
Yeah.
We've had prospects go to contender status in 1 year. Who would you say started out as a contender and still was a great contender at the end of the year where they should get a title shot this year or get a big fight? Like, they held it down as a contender. Like, I know Zhang is one of them.
The dude, what's his name? The Puerto Rican dude. Xander Zayas, yeah.
And that's a good one too. And I would have said Jesus Ramos too, but I need him to avenge that little loss. That
he got robbed in that Lubin fight, man. Fuck all that.
Yeah. Well, I think Lubin's gonna fight Tim Tszyu now on one of those PBC Prime cards. You know how that goes, like.
Yeah.
Whew.
Wow. It's gonna Tim Tszyu might body that boy bad, to be honest. But either way.
Yeah,
I think Lubin got a better shot than a guy than like Tony Harris. Although a lot of niggas just thought Tony Harris was going to do something.
Do y'all think Keyshawn's still a prospect? I know he's fighting Jose Pedraza next month or whatever, but do you think he's still a prospect?
Nah, he elevated.
He's a contender.
He probably fringe contender.
I bet But he didn't look all that impressive his last time out. The one they got popped dirty.
He hasn't been looking. Bomac traded him. He's winning fights, even though the weed shit. The weed shit kind of gave him that no contest. So it's like.
Yeah, he's facing Pedraza in next month. So that's a fight that he needs to show out. Like there ain't no decisions or whatever. Like
he needs to kill this. He needs to kill that old man.
He needs to kill. The old man.
He's not even that old. But I'm saying. This like Tank Fest won 8 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So he's been on the block. It was like.
Shit. It's about time to Yeller his ass.
Yeah, because Pedraza is the one that keeps sticking around because he keeps giving solid performances. Like no one's putting their foot in his asses yet. Like
Lomachenko was the last one that really kind of beat him up.
I'm hoping a guy like
after that, it's like he's fought bigger people and they ain't really
They're
Like,
not.
fuck,
they're
the
not-
Ramirez fight was competitive, right?
Yeah, it was.
What the
another
Kobe
guy-
fight was a draw, right?
Yeah,
It was a draw. Yeah, it was a draw to feed them. You know,
The
accordingly.
fucking Barbosa fight was competitive, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, like, so that's why it's like, I
It's
get
tough.
like why, like, you know, Lomachenko's revered. I give him that because damn, it shouldn't be Lomachenko shouldn't be the last guy that really put their foot in his ass,
Mm-hmm.
especially considering who he's fought afterwards.
Afterwards,
That's all I'm just saying. So it's like Pat Wright, like if dude want to really make a name, he need to beat the shit out of Pedraza because
he needs to get.
if not, then we'll be having Pedraza Tiafimo or some shit later. Or
Oh, I
Oh
hope
my
not.
God.
Jesus.
I hope not, but you know how these niggas be.
But another guy. I saw before.
Pedraza, Pedraza, what's his name? Like you know they'll do some shit.
Let's throw him in there. It's kind of crazy because he's going back down to 135. You know, he's been at 140 for a bit, but now he's going back down to fight Keyshawn. But I like speaking of 135. Ashton Silva, he was under Jake Paul. I know he's kind of a gimmick because he's with Jake Paul, but I think he got serious skills, and I think hopefully he has a card in February. He's headlining, you know, with Mercado on that card. So hopefully Silva has a strong year, you know, gets through.
And then William Zepeda also needs a fucking title shot. His time has come. Like that dude needs a title shot right now. Like
I felt like his name kind of gets forgotten in this lightweight mix. It's funny because Keith Soprano hit me up the other day and he was like, hey, yo, man, I don't know if you've seen what Pat put up, but I think he put up something with the notable lightweights from back in the day, and you seen all those names, and it's like, man, like y'all some golden years. And I'm like, yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm like, kind of got that now, low key, if these niggas will fight each other.
Right, yeah.
Because if you look at that list Pat put up in Ring Game, you seen like a lot of these niggas just fighting each other, and you had battles and shit. Mm-hmm. You know, Floyd fought niggas from the top from the top demographic and the bottom, like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Zepeda too. Zepeda is not like Zepeda is a legit like talent at lightweight. Like, and I said
he's made a contender. Like he made you want to say like, look, he needs a bigger fight next year. Like,
yeah, because you don't want to see him spoil on the vine because he's not getting the type of fights that he needs. Like he should be getting a title shot like now. And I would say too, like if Tank fought that dude next, I'll give him all the props in the fucking world for taking that fight.
Tank, Corey Stevenson, whoever fights his motherfucker next, like. Mm-hmm. They getting credit, like, but it just needs to happen. Like,
yeah, even Isaac Cruz. I'm not high on that dude at all. Like, dude's been pissing me off. But if he fought William Zepeda, yeah, I'm like, hey, I'll support. Like anyone that fights Zepeda, you know, like
Frank Martin, all these niggas need to.
135 still a deep division. They're not fighting. They're not mixing. The right guys are mixing it up. Like, why isn't Frank Martin mixing it up with De Los Santos or Pitbull? They're all on the same fucking side of the street. Why are we? You know what I'm saying? They're all waiting for Tank Payday or what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's good. They are waiting for a Tank Payday, especially Cruz is fucking waiting for a Tank Payday. Another
hold on, Anthony's talking about Muratalla. Muratalla, he's to me that word I use, prospender. He's fringe. He's a fringe. He's a contender. No, actually,
he's a contender at this point.
He's a contender. He's one of the guys King P said. He started as a prospect. Actually, he's under Robert Garcia too. He
stopped being a prospect last year to me.
Yeah. So he's the guy that King P said, where you can see the ascension from prospect to contender within this year.
That is. But yeah, I think we hit a couple good amount of them. I know Morrell. Although I'm not talking about the Bro knockout, but Morrell's kind of he's kind of ascension to being a contender too. Like, I mean, even with that GameStop belt that he has,
Morrell's a contender. Morrell's a contender. He needs to fight Caleb. Caleb Plant kind of guy. I don't know. He needs to fight like a.
He needs to fight somebody. Yeah, 2024. Yeah, it's time to up his competition.
The eye test, and he don't.
with Xander Zayas.
And he's beating the guys he should beat. He's beating the guys bad that he should be beating up. So it's not like he's not.
Yeah, no, he's bodying these cats as he should.
Milano Vargas, he fights Roman Galal. I can see a little bit of that, I guess. Maybe.
Milano Vargas, like we talked about him, he's dope. Like he's up there.
He's got a lot of potential. He's got a lot of potential.
Yeah, he's a spitting image of his father, like literally.
He fights like his dad a lot. He fights
exactly like Fernando Senior, man, like that fucking demon.
Him versus Tilo, my favorite fight of probably top 3-5 fight of mine ever watch.
I don't think any Puerto Rican all-time great is going to be hovering around this kid career, so he'll be fine.
He'll be okay.
Yeah. Right.
All right, let's see.
But yeah, next category, because I know it's a lot, so I want to go through these.
Yeah. Our next category is boxing platform of the year, and honestly,
Showtime,
PBC.
Rest in peace to GOAT time. Yep.
Yeah.
GOAT time. Time.
Showtime. So I would say this because for like the first half of this year for Showtime cards, they were unfuckable. Like they had heat on there, like real heat, like from upsets to to the fight of the years to just flat out great openers and shit. Like there was love. It was dope, consistent matchmaking, and that is and Showtime did that in spades, like
those triple headers, those triple headers were amazing.
And it ended up, and they ended, it's just like, Showtime is going to be missed in boxing because, we're getting now to the streaming age now. I mean, Top Rank is like the only one that's on regular TV now, so it's going to be interesting to see how this is going to go down. But Showtime did its fucking thing this year, like.
Speaking of, it's funny you say the ESPN like Top Rank, but yeah, we all clear Showtime PBC won it, but I had a conversation with my chiropractor today, and because most people down here they'll start off with because he asked me who played today, is there a game today, like, and he said NFL, and I'm like, me, I don't know what the fuck that is, like. I don't think me and Roman get to talk about no bets in that. So yeah, I ain't know what the fuck. I was like, so I'm a boxing fan, and he's like, oh word. He's like, man, my son just went to the damn Jake Paul fight in Orlando. So I'm like, and he's like, yeah, I met Muhammad Ali before. He was cool talking, and he was like, but I ain't know boxing was on there like that. Like why is it not on ESPN like that? Why is it not advertising? I'm just like. All I could think about was all those fucking tweets Android be having all year about Top Rank not promoting boxing and doing the tweets and all this shit. And I just say that to say this, that at least down here in South Florida, it seems like everyone's a casual boxing fan. They just don't know it yet. And I want to kind of stretch that out to the rest of the country. Matter of fact, even the whole world. That everyone's naturally a boxing fan. Just some don't know it yet because boxing is just one of those things where if niggas is not seeing it actively, like if we're not seeing ESPN Everlast commercials, we're seeing all types of athletes walk down the street and you see Jeff Lacey in the cut, like this. Yeah. I know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Like, that's the type of shit we need right now. And, like 2023 is such a great year of boxing, and I had a guy tell me today, like, where was it?
Yeah.
So it's just something to think about. Like, I speak to casual boxing fans all the time, and that's why I kind of like.
That's a ditto to me too.
Oh yeah, so that's why I try to speak for them, their perspective sometimes. Because they make the sport big, and it kind of is telling if everybody's going on about how great a year 2023 was, and here he is, a guy who is telling me like, "Yo, like, why this shit wasn't on ESPN?" Like, and so you got to know enough about boxing if your son went to a boxing fight, like.
But I mean, doing PBC and Showtime, I mean, yeah, I think again, clearly they had the best year. They had Tank Ryan, Spence Crawford, Canelo. Yeah. And but the one thing I will say that I don't like, is the inactivity of certain guys. I know it's a big internet complaint online of PBC haters, and I hate those fucking PBC race haters. But I will say that the inactivity of these fighters, of like guys like Gary Antoine Russell, Brandon Lee, Elvis Rodriguez, it kind of is shitty. It sucks. That's all.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if I want to blame the platform for that. or
I mean, they
management.
fight
I
on
don't
that
know. That's a
platform.
deeper issue.
They kind of fight on that platform. So I just want to, I just feel like,
Yeah,
I've
no.
seen-
I mean, that's still a knock on them. It's just I still gotta evaluate like what we were given, because I kind of look at it too this way. If we would have had the PBC fights on the ESPN platform, sport goes crazy.
Yeah, no facts.
Oh yeah.
And then,
But I
and
don't
then
think we're saying. But if we had ESPN, if we had the top ranked fights on Showtime, I don't think no one's going to be saying they had the best year.
Nobody's gonna
If
say
that makes sense.
Nobody.
And then shout out to, I gotta mention Pro Box. I know me and Pilot be watching the Pro Box card, Joe.
Yeah.
And Pro Box did its fucking thing. Like, Pro Box, yeah, I mean, just because I only pay what I think it's like $18 for the fucking year. And they had some like ESPN, like Friday Night Fight level fights on there that were really fucking consistently good. Like consistently good. And the commentary wasn't biased or anything. Like
Algeria, I hope PBC Prime picks up Algeria, because Algeria is fucking amazing. Breaking down fights.
Even Paulie's racist ass
good
was,
too, but we're good off.
I mean, we know Paulie. Like when we talking about the guy who fights, who's the better version of him in the ring and outside the ring. It's crazy how they're. Because Algeria literally does everything Paulie does better.
That's better. And it's also funny because also Tim Bradley's on the network now, Teddy Atlas. Like they've been pumping out so much content, on YouTube. I don't know if y'all ever come across it, but they just
they have great interviews. Like shout out to Pro Box TV. Like they're legit. Like
I hope they become bigger. Like I think they have their first card. I think it's in about a couple of weeks or something like that. And
they just need like.
Yeah, and the Pro Box Center, isn't it? It's also. I think the Pro Box Center it's in your neighborhood or at least close to it, isn't it, LB? Because it's in Florida. The Pro Box.
I mean, nigga, Florida's a big ass state, bro. Like
those ring games.
Like, it's in Florida, like.
Yeah, because I'm trying to see. Because I'm trying to see where you get your sign up for credentials and shit like that. Because I'm pretty sure. Because I know one of these days. I actually.
What city is it in?
Let's say it's the Pro Box because they all do it all. It's all in the same fucking arena. Pro Box Event Center. Where the hell is that shit again? It is in Plant City.
Oh, you know what the fuck that is? I've heard of it. It sounds like a Sonic level, nigga. What the fuck is Plant City?
Plant City, Sonic level.
I think that's a third level in Sonic and Knuckles. Am I right? Like, Chemical City, like Chemical Plant Zone, Spring Yard Zone,
Emerald City,
Plant City. Like, fuck, you gonna make me damn Google where the fuck is Plant City now, nigga? Jeez.
Plant City, Florida. Again, I don't know your whole geography, man, but I just always assume that it's fucking close. And I know it's either or some conversation I've mentioned before in the past.
And I think Showtime did a good job. Showtime did a good job. I feel like they made I know Benavidez seemed like maybe his pay-per-views are flopping, but they're trying to make him a pay-per-view star, and it's kind of he's becoming kind of a little bit well known.
Yeah, I mean,
get the fuck out of here, yo! Like this shit's not even like nowhere near close to me, nigga. Like. Nigga, the fucking I think it's like let me see, a suburb of Tampa, like Tampa Bay, like dude, fucking Orlando's closer than fuck out of here. Like, nah, nigga. Clancy, nah, this Sonic level isn't near me, bro. Sorry.
Well, I just assume because there's a lot of boxing that gets aired in Florida, nigga. So I just like
there's a lot of because Florida is a fight state. Like that's why we say like people will say football, but after football, if you don't say so basketball or you don't like, and you say fighting, then people go oh UFC, MMA, who you fight? Did you fuck with Kimbo? You a Kimbo fan? Roy Jones? Niggas in Florida love fight. That's why I just say it's like boxing's under promoted down here. So, but yeah, Plant City's not near me, bro.
All right. Well, good to know. All right, let's see. Next superlative. Best day and night of boxing. I mean, for me, it was easily the Benavidez versus Plant card. Like that one was an amazing card. Not only just watching it, like all four fights were dope, and has the rarity of the crowd actually being there for the first fight. Like the whole place was full, and the motherfuckers was into fucking.
Them niggas were there for the free fights.
Yeah, like Crowley and Abel
YouTube.
Ramos, and they delivered in the opener. That's damn near almost the fight of the year too.
They set it off. They set off that fight. That was
they set that shit off.
Yo,
and
was there any other boxing that day?
I don't think so.
See,
No.
that's why I picked December 9th because they had Haney Prograis and the Espinosa Ramirez fight. So that's why I picked for the best box day of night.
I can see that. Yeah, I
picked that too. December 9th as well.
But was there some other days where we had two or three, two dope ass cards? I can't,
That's the reason why I said the best boxing day, because I'll always remember how that in 2020, oh fuck, I know niggas is getting tired of 2019. I might drop an album that name that shit 2019.
Yeah,
like,
the title 2019.
Yeah, because remember we had Dillian White and I think Oscar Rivas, and then later on that night we had that Pacquiao Thurman card, which was beasting.
And it was a year or two ago when
we had legit days full of boxing.
I mean, a year or two ago it was Kambosos Teofimo, great fucking fight of the year contender to me. And later on that night we had Figueroa Fulton. So I just remember that there's certain times where it's like two.
That's an outstanding day of boxing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That day.
That's a crazy.
When you have two fight of the year candidates in one night, and they're top level.
And you didn't expect. I mean, Fulton Figueroa had the potential, but you didn't expect Kambosos Teofimo.
Then remember that day last year when we had three cards. We had Shields and Marshall and Haney Kambosos 2, and then the Wilder card.
Wilder Hernandez.
Yeah. The triple threat. Like it's hard.
That was 2022 though. Shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's a great day.
I think there's been a couple. There's obviously had to be a couple times where there was multiple cards that overlap. In the day.
What was the day where Cameron and Marshall fought? Not Cameron. Cameron and Taylor fought the first time. There was some other boxing on that night.
There was a good fight that day too. I remember. Yeah, there was another fight that fucking day. I can't remember what it was.
Because that might be up there, because to see Taylor lose, get her ass kicked, and then
Canelo,
another good fight that night.
Was it the same night as Canelo? Was it the same night like Canelo fought Charlo?
Oh, that makes it
talking about how, like,
that renders it it's disqualified now.
But I think they were both Shutter's favorite people that get gifts on their fights. I think it might have been that one. I think it might have been that one.
Yeah, I'm
Shutter's favorite gifts.
I just picked because I picked the Benavidez play because I didn't know if we were doing multiple cards like that. I mean, to me that was like the perfect deck.
Wait, hold on. LB, you said Taylor Cameron, right? The first fight, right?
Yeah.
I believe that was the same day Haney Loma.
Oh,
fuck it, that's the day. Then that's it, right? Because look, dude, Taylor gets her ass kicked. You have Blue Nose and shout out to Adam Lopez, Blue Nose. Fights Oscar Valdez. Then we have we have Haney Lomachenko.
Yeah, Nakatani Maloney that night.
Nakatani Maloney. Yeah, fuck it. That day won, nigga. I knew it had to be. Yeah, that one. Fuck it. Yeah,
I can rock with that.
That was too much good boxing that day.
Or December 9th is still a good option too. Haney Prograis and the Espinosa Ramirez. I mean,
that's up there. Don't get me wrong. Like me and Rome was kicking ourselves for goddamn not going to that fight after
the thing is that that was the Robeisy Espinosa card was the card that I don't know if a lot of people expected much. And then it just turned out we got more than what we thought we would. It was a pleasant surprise.
That's
all these kind of delivered on the Cameron Taylor day. Everybody knew going in, okay, this should be a good fight. And remember, Haney has the juice where his fight weeks be just buzzing up there with
it's been.
He's in his own level now. Remember when he pushed Lomachenko, motherfuckers was losing their mind when he pushed Lomachenko.
Haney's leveled up this year in terms of popularity, obviously in terms of pound for pound lists, but he's also leveled up in terms of popularity and buzz. compared to last year, I didn't find
who else fight weeks buzz like that? Like Haney Prograde and Haney Lomachenko buzzed a lot harder than that damn Day of Reckoning card.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, for damn sure.
Yeah, for sure.
It was harder than a lot of fights this year. I'm sorry, Kim.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, Haney's fights definitely had a lot of buzz to them going in. I mean, his the only other person I could think of like was his contemporary. And I know Pat's gonna groan, but you know his peer Tank.
Yeah,
Tank. No, Abdul Wahid.
Abdul Wahid. Abdul Tank Wahid.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can still call him Tank. Like that's the boxing nickname.
That's right. Yeah, I know.
No, but I mean, again, I was gonna say like Haney's got to a point where compared to last year, he got so many. You come across on Twitter those annoying fan bases. Haney's getting an annoying ass fan base, which is a good thing for him. It means he's getting popular because
Haney's haters are more annoying than his fans because his haters be coming out the womb.
No.
Thank you, because that's why I didn't have his name on the list because I don't think Haney has like real fans. I think people just like him for the sport.
Within the past year or so, Haney's has got a lot of online support from people that I never saw him support him before.
Yeah. No. Haney, I'm not gonna lie, because Haney on Twitter does have like some real hardcore fans that will jump to his defense, but you got to understand where they're coming from. They dealt with years of people shitting on him, making jokes about him, email champ. So they're like, nah, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Haney been through all that. They're going to defend that guy because he been through hell. He been dragged through the mud.
That's true. You're right.
And honestly, it's just not too many like diehard Haney fans jumping out the window to be annoying. Like it's more so like, hey, we just spitting facts. They ain't got it like the Crawford ones yet, where niggas is, still on the damn victory lap for a fight they were supposed to win. That yes, we know you won, nigga. So yeah, but yeah, we could get into that poll at the end. I mean, pause.
Yeah, pause.
What's the next one?
The next one is Do Something Else, Please Award. Needs to retire.
Robert Guerrero, Andre Berto, please. I don't care what you do. You could park cars, paint houses. I don't give a fuck. Just stop boxing.
Yeah, no.
Why do you go from boxing to like parking cars? Like nigga,
parking cars is crazy.
Y'all niggas is rich. Like I hope a nigga who made $900,000 against fucking Freddie Hernandez doesn't have to fucking park cars after boxing. Like
I'm saying, and yeah, Berto was my choice, and he was the late choice because dude was because he had always been in Twitter like saying, oh, he's coming back into this and that and the third. He comes against a flabby version of Ghost, and he's getting lit up left and right. Like
okay, okay, I'm not gonna lie. Parking cars is kind of disrespectful to people, to those guys who made a lot of money. So, but I just say that to say like, I don't care what you do. Take a hobby. Do fucking pottery classes. I don't care. Just stop boxing.
Yeah, stay.
At this point, honestly, I mean, you're not really wrong because watching Berto park cars might be more entertaining than seeing him box now.
And it's funny because I made the joke about the Ghost Guerrero Boots fight, and now it's kind of picking up traction. It's kind of sad. It's kind of
that's why you joke about certain
I'm saying I made it a joke on the podcast, on our podcast, but then lately I've been hearing
it better not come to pass. God damn it!
Yeah, you might get suspended from a podcast after that, and that come out like.
To do something else, I picked Josh Taylor. So.
Josh doesn't need to retire.
Ooh.
Nah, Josh don't need to retire. He just needs to move up to 147 and redeem himself.
But I feel like his career.
There's been a nigga who's been needing to redeem himself. It's Josh Taylor because I felt like he hasn't had a good year in like. God, do we got to go back to like 2021?
2019.
Yeah, 2019. Yeah, when dude became undisputed at 140. Yeah, that was his last year. That was the year.
The Ramirez fight, and I think he fought some Mongolian dude or
no, he knocked the Mongolian dude out first, right? And then he fought.
Yeah, then the Ramirez. That's his last good year.
That was 2021, probably, right?
Yeah, that's 2021.
Yeah, in 2022.
Like the way he's looking, like I was like Jermaine Taylor could come back and have a better year right now. Like
that's what I'm saying. I mean, he should have after the gift, he should have moved up to 147. But now it's like I got my actual first L, and he hasn't. You don't hear nothing about him fighting. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, there's been no.
He called out. I heard he said he wants a rematch with Teofimo, but it's like
he's been Twitter. You know, he's been Twitter fingering Pauls, but that's about it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to like Josh Taylor, like bro, like I don't want to see you rematch nobody. I want to see you win a fight first, nigga.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, because I feel like Josh Taylor and Catterall might beat the shit out of it. Well, Catterall, I don't know, man. Like that damn.
He'll sweep science and shit out.
Yeah, like I don't know how you go from that Josh Taylor and that other fight to damn letting Linares go the distance with you.
Yeah, and a random Euro dude before that, you know. I mean,
he beat the shit out of that nigga.
He beat the shit out of him, but he didn't stop him.
If he would have put that effort on damn Linares, we'd be talking about like, oh man, Catterall, we top 4 in the division. Now we top, get the fuck out of here. Hey, what it do, Joshua? Oh, what it do? See, motherfucker, goddamn, nigga, look. I said Ramirez Hooker, but you said Adames Teixeira. I didn't even name that one.
Yeah, and I actually bring up that fight a lot too, because I always bring up that damn fight.
You didn't even mention it.
Yeah, I didn't remember
to bring up that fight.
Yeah, nobody mentioned that shit.
Well, so hold on. So, what number is that? 19?
Yeah.
Hold on. That's 19 for 2019.
That's more percentage than they got because they're 13%.
Crazy dude. Like, you can't give me 19 fight of the years in 2023.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to Joshua. Oh, that's a real motherfucking damn day one right there. He remembered, like, yeah. Still can't get over Adames losing that fight though. Jeez, like this nigga.
Yeah. Is there anyone else that needs to retire? I mean, Berto and Ghost was
maybe Wilder. Maybe Wilder. If you want to see if he gonna box like that again, maybe he can get the fuck up. Honestly,
Wilder is definitely up there. I do disagree with Hearn about the damn the fight is dead. Like the fight been dead 17 times. Just make it already and get it done. Like
it's been dead for 6 years. I mean, it's been kind of
Like I don't think Wilder Joshua is going to get any worse. And if you think Joshua just knocks him the fuck out, just make it happen. Then let us see it.
I did hear Joshua Zhang's in play in March, but I did hear that today. That's
like I said. I mean, it's the point.
I thought it was Ngannou.
No, I'm hearing Ngannou and Zhang. I'm hearing those names, so or Hrgovic. So. But that means Joshua's just staying busy again. Fuck it, you know.
Well, they're better fights right now. Like I'd rather see those than Wilder right now. Wilder needs to rebuild. To me, that's my opinion.
And he might not be able to. You know, that's the thing. So
I mean, if he at least gave Joseph Parker a hard fight, I'm like, okay, cool, that's fine though. But that motherfucker got washed against Parker. I don't want. I don't want. And Joshua won his fight handily. So yeah, I have no interest in seeing Wilder Joshua right now, and I want to see, and I've wanted to see it, you know. But yeah,
who didn't want to? I mean, that was the fight, undefeated. A black African American nigga, British African nigga, undefeated. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? And we missed the undisputed at its apex. Like, that's a travesty. One of the worst travesties.
Canada. I mean, blame Wilder.
It's one of the worst travesties in the sport, at least this century. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real.
You can't force a nigga to take career paydays, bro. You can't force 120 mil down a nigga throat, yo. Or maybe you can, but
yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, there are a lot of people there are other fights. Luis Ortiz turned down his highest payday. Adam Kownacki.
Hold on, I remember. Wasn't King P saying that his manager, Ortiz came out and said like his manager never told him about the deal and all that shit?
Yeah, his manager never told him about that.
Crazy.
No, like I give him like okay.
But no, but Kownacki knew about what Kownacki doesn't get that. Kownacki knew.
Yeah, hell no. Like
he ducked that shit.
Yeah, and Loki kind of fucked up his career because a guy like Kownacki, he was supposed to be that next real contender for Wilder.
Yeah, he was supposed to get fed to Wilder. That was supposed to happen, but he fucked.
But you couldn't be the Wilder leftover. And it's like, and honestly, like If Arreola was in his prime, like I'm talking about the same one that fought like Vitali and all of them, he probably gives Wilder a better fight actually.
Oh, Wilder! I thought you meant fucking what's his name?
I mean that Arreola would have beaten Ruiz.
Yeah.
Hell, oh fuck yeah. Ruiz,
Yeah,
who has a
speaking of before,
Ruiz should retire. What the fuck is he doing?
Before we get the topic, Ruiz is a name we should mention in that because we had best viewer of boxing, and this dude, he kind of ducked Wilder, I would say, from what it seems like.
Now Ruiz never had a best year of boxing. He had a good 6 months.
Yeah.
And then the rest was just feeding his fucking face. Like,
Yeah,
I ain't gonna say he ducked Wilder because neither one made the fight, but they're the better off that they did because I feel like if you would have had Ruiz Wilder, it would have happened in the States. Both of them would have
two American
garnered more attention. You know, Wilder pretty much got his ass whooped in a fight nobody saw. Like,
I mean, yeah,
I think that's worse than anything.
I mean, Wilder Ruiz, I don't know, didn't make like two American former, very recent enough champions, speak English, black, a nigga versus Mexican, you already got that going. It's like, how does that not happen?
They
Ruiz ain't won what was it, 10 mil? Ruiz won
20 mil. He wanted 20
mil. He wanted 20 million.
20 mil, get the fuck out of here. Like, and then I think he finally said, I'll take 10 mil when it was too late. And it's like, bro.
Yeah. And the reason why is because when Ruiz got broke off for the 2 heavyweight title fights he got against Joshua, that pretty much ruined him, like, mentally. Like, I mean, dude, because he's rich. He doesn't, you see him.
I wasn't on commentary because I wasn't going to listen to the commentary for Day of Reckoning. Was he being annoying on commentary?
Yes.
Yeah,
he was like when Parker beat Wilder, he was like, man, the only thing is I wish that was me in there instead of Parker. Beating Wilder down.
And you're like, man, if you don't shut the hell up right now with your tight ass,
you don't get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. You don't get to say that, motherfucker.
Yeah, because it could have been you. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, it literally could have been you. So it's like, yo, just dead that shit, bro. Like, but yeah, Wilder, Ruiz, Guerrero, Berto, like, if they never fought again, I don't think anyone would complain.
Honorable mention, Mid-Tana Love.
Yo, yeah. Yo, and funny thing is too is like, I think he still signed the Matchroom, but it's only a matter of time. I don't know.
No, I heard he got dropped.
He's still on the webpage though. He's still
on the webpage, but I heard.
And we know how long it takes for niggas to update their website.
Andrew Leo's still on the TBC webpage, and he's on a Pro Box fight.
Not Ring Gang though.
Ringgangradio.com. No, but fucking. No, I heard like I watched this little boxing pocket, that has like they have a little bit inside information. So yeah, Montana Love's pretty much not in Matchroom anymore. There's you probably won't see him fight on Matchroom again.
Oh well, he always has a home on Pro Box, I guess.
Welcome to that's like the NBA. Welcome to China. Welcome to Pro Box, nigga.
I mean, at this point, he'd be lucky he'd get a fight on World Star, nigga, because like, yeah, I mean, I'm just honestly, some of these guys, they should just start streaming their sparring sessions and just garner interest that way because these niggas fights just be.
Wow. Eddie tried to give him the keys, but he didn't want to take them.
Now he didn't want to take it. He took the keys and threw them in the day. He roofed the keys, nigga, like he lost CeeLo.
Yeah, because I know Hitchens was supposed to re-up the Matchroom, so that he ducked that fight. Just he thought Perro was gonna be easier, and obviously it wasn't easier.
Nobody's easier if you're not doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
facts. All right, let's see. Next topic: biggest career mode glitch.
The guy that had a career mode glitch against a UFC fighter. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, literally, that's the only one that just because because like I said, that was an almost fucking Creed 3 situation that nearly went down. Like that situation is not that.
And honestly, that's robbery of the year and career mode glitch of the year for me. Like
it's not robbery for me, and I'll get to the robbery when we get to it. Because it's but
Ngannou, it legit has a spot as robbery of the year though. Like it
does. No, it does. But yeah, Fury. Because Fury had been fucking around. He was supposed to make the undisputed fight with Usyk. Usyk literally agreed to every fucking ridiculous thing that they threw in front of him, and this motherfucker still like, let me go fight UFC and Saudi Arabians want to pay me all this money to go fight Ngannou, paid him $40 million or whatever.
Easy cash grab. Fuck. I
Yeah,
mean, I
you
come
know.
out the hustle. Jay-Z.
Well, it was nothing easy. We'll call that cash grab. It was
No,
nothing easy
I know,
about it.
but I mean, he expected to be an easy cash grab.
Yeah, and
And,
instead,
and that's his fault because at that level, look, bro, like I don't care how much boxing experience Ngannou has. A nigga that like his stature, his size, and his fighting ability, athleticism, you got to take him serious.
yeah, like you are the lineal heavyweight champion of the world. You are the number one heavyweight.
Especially if you're the lineal number one heavyweight. I'm just saying, take that nigga serious.
People
just
say
all straight up, like man to man.
You beat
If
Ali.
you're a pilot, you about to box this nigga, you better take him serious. That's what. But Pat is right. It's way worse when you the fucking lineal champion, nigga.
No, not lineal champ. I've seen so many posts and polls of him in mythically beating Lennox Lewis, beating Ali, beating everybody. You know what I'm saying? That kind of shit. I'm glad that happened because I don't hear it no more.
And Ngannou, I mean, he took it seriously. He knocked him down. He hurt him. He pushed him around like he bullied like. Because Fury, for the most part, Fury is a strong fighter. He's a physically strong fighter, but and that's why a lot of the fights that fight him, they don't have this type of base. They like from a Wilder to a Steve Cunningham to a White, to a Chisora. Like they have.
Hold on, wait, real quick, Paul. I was about to call you Paul. Sorry. Joshua I agree. White should retire too. Like,
White's.
I just said White, and that made. I looked at the comment like, yeah. He definitely like more so than Wilder almost.
Yeah, White can't even like he can't taking PEDs again and shit like that. Like, get this nigga out of here. Like, get him out of there.
Because he had the Joshua fight lined up, right?
Yeah, he did, and he popped Dirty. You know what I'm saying? And then fight Helenius, and Helenius fought Pop Dirty too, and Joshua still knocked him out, but he had a harder than expected fight. It's like because
that Viking still got his
balls. You know what I'm saying?
That Viking still got his damn Ragnarok.
Yeah, he got sent to Valhalla.
Valhalla.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Ngannou, like I have because of this. Ngannou is ranked in the top 10 for the WBC, which means whenever the rematch happens, if Ngannou is still ranked and Fury's still champion, it's going to be for the belt's going to be on the line. And Fury has shown that he's not physically strong. Ngannou is far stronger than this. You can't bully Ngannou around. His punches, for whatever reason, didn't affect Ngannou at all. Like, like I said, because, Ngannou has a wrestling base. And he's hell of a lot stronger than Fury. And Fury couldn't do it. And once Fury couldn't do that shit, Fury was helpless. And that's the first time you really see someone with the physical intangible over Fury like that.
Yeah.
Like,
in the clinch, UFC MMA, that's a huge thing is in the clinch.
Yeah.
He could bully Wilder's chicken legs all day. You know what I'm saying? He could bully and push around Wilder. But a big African nigga with that kind of work ethic, that kind of experience, being able to just.
And that was just he has so little experience. Like, just give him some experience. Like, and I don't mind it being for a title, him ranking. Look, if the lineal heavyweight champion gotta rob you, you deserve to be top 10.
Yeah, and fun thing is too is Fury could have had this not be on his official record. He could have had it as an exhibition, but his dumbass said, "Okay, we'll put this on his record." And now he has a split decision loss to someone who's debuting in his fight, like as a champion. That's bad. Like that's a literally like I mean honestly like.
I think
he gave all the MMA fans a damn argument. Like, them niggas, anytime you say boxing versus MMA, them niggas is like.
In a real fight.
Oh my God, yo. Shout out to Android, because he be really schooling these niggas, bro.
In a real fight.
There's
no referee in a real fight.
In a real fight, people just don't throw punches. In a real like, shut the fuck up, nigga, before we have a real fight. Like, or a real fight. Like, but that's what was that career mode glitch?
Yeah, biggest career mode.
Real quick,
anybody else have one?
I'm
sure there was another one.
I had a different one. I picked Trayvon Marshall. I don't know if y'all remember Trayvon Marshall.
Nah.
What do you mean?
I mean,
what did he do again?
The guy, there was Rome here. Rome top 5 was saying, "Oh, he reminds me of Bud Crawford." Some other dude in my chats was like, "Oh, he reminds me of Bud Crawford." That week of that fight. So I'm just saying, I've heard 2 people compare it. I was like, no, he's not no Bud Crawford. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? But I heard 2 people tell me that. before the fight week. So I was like, no, I'm putting him there because this guy lost to.
No, because
he lost. He got knocked out.
Yeah, knocked out bad to Nice Trades. They got Michael Fox got the Michael Fox got robbed by the Venezuelan dude or whatever.
Yeah, but fun things too. But Trayvon Marshall has like 6 fights, so that's why I don't really count that. I mean, like if you play someone,
you gotta have a career in order to have it.
He was getting kind of quote unquote fast track to be the heir apparent for PBC 147.
Yeah, no, but still,
I mean, 6 fights ain't enough. Pat's right. Like you gotta have a career. Like,
yeah,
I'm just saying he got a lot of hype before. Like in the circles of boxing, he was a really hot prospect in terms of having.
Yeah, I know though, but yeah, it's just who he lost to is kind of like it defeats the purpose. Like you know, if Maestro had lost to him, then that would be a career mode glitch for him. But
because he lost to somebody more experienced.
Yeah, he lost somebody, gold medalist, or
Remember the career mode glitch is where you fuck up when you're not supposed to. Like
like when a jobber beats a champion or a high contender or shit like that.
All right, he drop you or make you go life and death. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, think about you. Remember, your favorite fighter had one. Your fighter of the year. Come on.
His legs got tangled. in that fight. But anyway, his legs.
I don't know, man. Mean Machine dropped that nigga pretty hard.
Fury and Ngannou, nothing, no other career mode glitches really. I mean, Fury and Ngannou because it's just bad because that was actually shown. ESPN milked the hell out of that shit. Like that was not a good look, and it made MMA cats really get on their wave about that fight, and it's just like nah, like this ain't it. Like
anytime a boxer spars a UFC or MMA guy, it's like we have to like literally beat the shit out of you niggas because of that. So. Y'all did it to yourselves though.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Next one. Best fuckery moment. Honestly, the whole thing with Haney and Prograis, man, that was just one never ending fuckery thing from Coach Tobler and then Prograis talking about fuck y'all, fuck this, fuck the Haneys,
fuck the Haneys.
Fuck private school.
Yeah,
I think me and Pat watched this, but when Keith Hunter attacked the referee,
yeah, that was not a good look for that nigga too. Yeah,
that was a fuckery. That's to me a fuckery moment. Like when he attacked the referee after he got stopped a little somewhat early. I guess you could argue.
Yeah, no, he did though. But like I said, because it was such a very minute moment. Like
a minute moment. Moment. Yeah, the whole Haney, that whole buildup was crazy.
Yeah, Haney Prograis was like you could like feel like that shit was just like them niggas was like.
If that fight would have been on any network besides the Zone, it would have really did damage.
Bill Haney calling Regis a beige Smurf, and Regis calling Haney's family crackheads, like crazy wild.
Yeah. They were wilding out on there, like
nigga thought it was like 92 with that disc. Like
you a private school
crackheads, like
yeah, like I mean, there was quality shit talking on both sides. Even we have Coach Toba. Shout out to Coach Toba for letting us interview him. Like, yeah, even dude was just like, you had to get in there and start like letting niggas know what time it was. You know what I mean?
So, he had some fire quotes on our episode. Like he really
did.
Like,
well, everything except for the broccoli one. Like, he should know better, bro. Like,
nah, fuck that broccoli, nigga. Like, no one fucking with that. Shout out to damn Dreamland, because out of everyone we interviewed about and asked that question, he's the only person who said he had tried it. And quote unquote,
that's the real one. Yeah, Dreamland is the real one.
Yeah, he also said he fucks with pineapple on pizza. Freeman, a real nigga.
Dude, if you fuck with broccoli on pizza, then pineapple's a given. Like, I'm not like I'd be more weirded out if you said, "Oh nah, pineapple, get the fuck out of here! You lost your mind, nigga. Where's the broccoli at?" Like, because I've had pineapple on pizza. Like, I'll low key, like I know if me and King P ever chill and he orders that bullshit, I might. But broccoli, no, like that's like, yeah, he'll be putting boxing gloves on when he eating that motherfucker. Cause no.
Yeah, and then also too for fuckery too. I mean, obviously, Big Baby, talking that shit to Joshua and Dubois, like, dude, yeah, because I mean, I mean, and that was a whole, I mean, especially Yeah, Joshua, Joshua was getting pissed, and Dubois was looking like a simple buck. Like, Frank Warren's like, say something, and I'm your daddy, and then that led to that sus daddy song that was playing for him when during the fucking card, his intro and the outro too. Like, get the fuck out of here, and the weigh-in, But yeah,
hold on, wait. Miller gets 2 fuckery moments. Now that you mention it, because this nigga was down here in Hollywood, Hollywood, Florida,
Well, it's 2024. He did that shit this year, though, bro. Like,
no, we adding it to this motherfucker, cause he the only nigga who we said niggas act funny after they get that Saudi money, but like this constitutes as funny as well, cause this is just putting the nigga in the headlock and then taking the keys and leaving and like. You didn't get enough money? Didn't you just box the other day?
Yeah, dude was wilding out. Like, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. Like, didn't you get like? I'm pretty sure dude pocketed somewhere between $500,000 and $1 million, maybe even a little bit more than that. Like, for that whole shit. Like, what the fuck are you doing in a random ass Florida lot, repossessing a car and putting motherfuckers in headlocks and in full Nelsons and shit? Like, what the fuck is you doing? Like.
Yeah, just
fucking crash dummy like that. That dude's good.
You almost made me thinking of fucking the Clifford Etienne.
I mean, the check ain't clear yet. I mean, I heard one of the other Saudi fighters on the Saudi Day of Reckoning card had some issues. Like, did they not get the money deposited into their funds yet, or what the heck? Because you're supposed to get that.
Like, I'm gonna need paper bag money then.
That Busta Rhymes song that got.
No, the thing is though. No, because Martin is the Miller's the only one on the Day of Reckoning card that's on that guy on this that's doing this bullshit. But Miller said that he got his money. Like, that's the thing. Like, he didn't say he didn't get his money. But Coley was not on the Day of Reckoning card. He was on the Fury card. Now, that's a whole different other card. And who knows what the fuck?
What the fuck Miller doing this stupid shit for? Like, that don't make no sense.
CTE flaring up, or what the fuck?
Probably. Like, I wouldn't be surprised.
Hollywood too. Like,
that's a CTE moment. That's one of those, took too many hits to the head.
I mean, dude, whoa,
it's a fuckery moment.
Why are you expecting any rhyme or reasoning from fucking Big Baby? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, that's true. Because
Winter Soldier malfunction, nigga.
He never got like a legal trouble. Besides that, I can remember,
Well, the Royals is definitely a legal trouble.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But I'm saying, not no fucking hit a good.
Oh, the real trouble, nigga. Like, he was just getting into like GameStop belt trouble, but this is like
he had the bitch distracted or something. And he choked him out to get the key. Like, he'll probably do some. He might. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, honestly, he should.
You better call Saul, nigga. You better call.
Yeah,
Saul.
He better fuck him. He should do some time. Fuck him, like yeah.
Yeah,
that nigga's been given too many chances and he keeps fucking up. So yeah, put him in jail.
Joshua, definitely. Yeah, Garcia Resendez was.
That was a good fight.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That was on the Benavidez card, right?
That was on the Charlo. Canelo card.
Oh damn.
Yeah, we forget about it because the main event was so ass.
Yeah.
Rob, I've never been a fan of barbecue pizza. Like,
I used to love pizza, so like I've had different. I remember some are good. It depends on the ingredients because I've worked at a few pizza delivery places. It depends on the place because sometimes barbecue pizza be smacking, other times it's trash. It really depends on.
You're right. You're right. I've had decent barbecue pizza, but never to the point where I'm like, oh shit, like I gotta get a barbecue pizza. Fuck it. And hell no. Yeah, pineapple or broccoli on different pizzas, not the same. Dude, that'd be an abomination if they was on the same pizza. Like,
that sounds crazy. That sounds insane.
Yeah, nigga might get shot with that one. Like, I don't even think there ain't no rat big enough to fight you. Like, niggas are just, the blicky hit you, nigga. Fucks with both. Yeah. So. Yeah, y'all gotta get on that spicy lamb gyro pizza, nigga. That's the new one.
I saw your tweet about that. The show was good.
That bitch was super good in the seasoning and the
what kind of sauce you put? Because I mean, again, I used to put the red sauce on my pizzas.
No, it was red sauce, the mozzarella, the cilantro, the lamb, and they had like bell peppers and onions. But the crust was light, airy, fluffy, flavorful, and they had some type of Indian spice. Because they was like, yo, you want the pizza spicy? I'm like, oh, shit, really? Yeah, spice that motherfucker up. Like
use the authentic kick, because most of the shit.
Because I need that. I need that Bollywood shit. I mean, like, if it ain't yoga fire, nigga, I don't want it.
You need your day of reckoning.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we definitely gonna have more food topics later this year, like, because we some food niggas. Yeah, but heavy weed smoking days. Burger pizza was some wild shit from BJ's back in the day. Pause. Oh yeah. I was like, what the fuck? Can't do shit like that. I mean, cheeseburger pizza on the regular is better than barbecue pizza. Like,
it's a great concept. Taco pizza's okay. I mean, sometimes again, it depends where you're getting it from. Because I used to work with little mom and pop joints. Sometimes the ingredients are fresh and good, and other times
there's like, but yeah. Well, what's next, Pat?
The next one is worst robbery of the year.
Woo!
And
y'all go on that one. Yo, hold on. You got the Twitter polls for these, right?
Yeah.
Bring that up too, God.
Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. For robbery of the year, right?
Yes, sir.
I hate that when you search it on Twitter, it don't ever pull up. You can type in robbery on, hit ring game, and then it don't pull up. It's so stupid.
Pull up to
that's not it. That's not it.
I was thinking about the Hova intro. Do you believe?
Hova song? Oh, no, the other
yeah.
Consistently kitted up the part like Ken Griffey. Hold on. Where the fuck?
Do you believe?
Okay, I got it. We have 128 votes. It's got about a day left. Day and 15 hours. So check us out at Ring Game Radio on Twitter or X. And we asked, what's the worst robbery of the year? We had Adamas over J-Rock with 2%.
Damn.
El Real Colbert won 14. Fury Nagano, which we talked about earlier, 15%. And the overwhelming number one robbery of the year is 69% pause of Rolando Rolly Romero versus Grandpa Ishmael Barroso.
Yeah.
69%. Yeah. I picked. I mean, that was an obvious one. That was nasty, dirty.
Yeah, that shit was disgusting. Like, I was like, yeah, because they robbed Barroso because Barroso, there was damn near like won the fight on the cards on one of them and shit. Like, he was up on all three cards.
I mean, be honest,
how we got more legit robbery of the years than we have fight of the year.
The tide's returning a little bit. I mean, in a sense, maybe I'm trying to rationalize it because it was this disgusting robbery. But it was the fight. Let's say the fight was actually picking up and getting kind of intriguing when Tony Weeks did the fucking unthinkable.
So he legit, like, the movie got good and he unplugged the TV.
Yeah, that's what he did basically.
Like the Predator and Arnold just got in the jungle squaring off, and this nigga's like, "Fuck this,
I'm out."
Bedtime, like, yo, nah, nigga, like, just knock me out for tonight.
And now the funny thing is because now Rolly's out here bullshitting because he doesn't want to defend his belt against Davey.
Yeah, his attitude's nasty on it too. Like, I mean, I get it, that's his gimmick, but it's like, man, you need to get stripped and just get on with it because you don't.
I feel for Barroso, so that's why thankfully Barroso is getting another shot this
Saturday. This Saturday, a couple days.
So. But yeah. That was easily the worst one because it was just disgraceful because because you could tell they were trying to give it to him because Rolly is for the most part people who fuck with Rolly. I think he's just
and he's a PBC guy. He's a PBC in-house fighter.
Well, he's really Mayweather's promoter. He's really promoting.
Yeah. But I'm saying Mayweather. He even said Mayweather is PBC. I'm just saying he's on that.
Yeah, he signed to Mayweather though, and yeah, I mean. Yeah, and Rolly's a terrible fighter, so it's just like
he's marketable and funny and all that bullshit. So it's like, yeah, they want.
But he just can't fight.
It's more funny we're laughing at you than with you.
I feel like
who
Rolly.
So
no, of course. He oh my god, that guy is so stupid these days. Honestly, I don't even find him that funny.
No, he's not even.
That's
funny
what I'm
anymore.
saying. Like the funniest he's been is when Shields was roasting his ass.
It was cool at first, but he just kind of jumped the shark. You know what I'm saying? Season 6 of that motherfucker. He jumped the shark. I'm good.
That nigga backflipped over. But yo, I forgot. fuckery of the year, the Shields getting dropped, that video, that was legit fuckery.
Yeah, it's
too.
definitely fuckery. See, like
that was hardcore fuckery of the year.
I think honestly, like with Rolly, it's that like I know people find him so entertaining, but it's like I don't know. It's weird because it's like maybe I don't find him that funny anymore because I know it's like he talks all this shit, but I know when he gets in the ring, he's gonna fucking suck. So it's like pause, like god damn, like that bell's got to ring eventually, and it's gonna ring, and we know you're not gonna be able to pay off all the trash talk you talk outside the ring.
Right. Yeah, see the Barbosa fight, not Barbosa, the Barroso. All these niggas sound the same. That fight really kind of ruined it for him because he actually looked good against Tank. So that's all we had to leave off of. But that fight he just had with the old nigga, that did the worst for his career.
The worst. I mean, Tank was kind of carrying him, a little bit. But yeah, I know what you mean. Like he looked competent. Like he was, he looked better. He looked actually better.
Yeah, it looked like he belonged a little bit
in the ring. He belonged in the ring.
Tank Bot also fight is my robbery of the year, by the way. Just say.
Yeah, that's what we picked. But I feel like even though I know that we're passionate about the J Rock and Adames, I feel like the Lubin Ramos. Even though I feel like it was, I feel like that could have been replaced.
Not me. I had that fight a draw. So
yeah, but I'm saying a lot of people thought Ramos got robbed.
Yeah, Ramos got robbed, yo. But the thing is, it's one of those robberies where you don't really feel sorry for a nigga because we know dude could have literally picked it up at any time in the fight.
Exactly. I have no sympathy for it.
I mean, again, like I'll say one.
But he still got robbed. But it's not like a De La Hoya Trinidad where he ran and you're like, look, nigga, you ran like a bitch at the end of the fight. I don't want to hear this robbery shit. But
no, but it's the opposite in that he didn't run, but he moved forward for fucking 4 straight rounds without throwing anything of any goddamn significance. Like
that's what I'm saying. It's like it's not as bad as the running. That's what I'm saying. It's not as bad, but it's still bad because you had a guy in front of you that wasn't really running from you either. And it's like, nigga, like, but it was a bad robbery. The reason why I say that, because I know people with the J-Rock Adames fight, like, robbery doesn't mean just a decision. Like, if a ref does a call or fuck something up, that could change the whole trajectory of the fight, and you're robbed of a fair moment.
I mean, Rolly Barroso. There you go. Case in point.
That's the same thing. That's why it's crazy when people were commenting and acting like the J-Rock Adames don't belong, but it's literally the same situation. Even Bradman had to go off on the referee.
It wasn't as egregious at the end of the day as the
it wasn't as egregious because it was a better fucking fight.
It was a better fight.
Yeah, remember, we was all enjoying the fight, and it was having its moments, and we're like, damn, like it got to where we was like, yo, J-Rock could probably pull this off if he fucking weather some of these storms.
Where there was like a top ranker or matchroom fight. I swear there was another fight going on at the time. That was one of those nights, but I don't know. But
yeah, it was one of
those. But here's the thing. But I guess the difference to me between the two is that like J-Rock Adames was more nip and tuck back and forth, like on an even playing field. Rolly Barroso was not on an even playing field. Rolly was clearly getting trounced in that.
You dropped out, King P, but me and Sherry were saying it was getting intriguing right before it.
Yeah, it was like it about to get good, but the thing is, it's not like Rolly was getting his ass whooped. He was losing because he was barely doing anything.
That's the thing, but Rolly was easily getting outboxed. The fight wasn't even close. Like I said,
no, it wasn't. It wasn't. Yeah,
and that's what makes it worse because it's like one is like, okay, you know what? Like with J-Rock and Adames, I get the complaints, I do, but at the same time, I look at it and I'm like, okay, at least they were on even terms, which is not didn't bode well for Adames regardless, but that's neither here nor there. Like the other one is not on even terms; it wasn't even fucking close, and he got a job out of it when he was up fucking 7-1.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both bad to me. Like,
no, it was
I voted the Ngannou Fury because, like, if you gotta rob a nigga who's in his first boxing match, god damn, like,
yeah,
like yo, you just.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's older than Fury. You know what I'm saying? He's like 37, 38. You know, Ngannou. You know, like old. I mean,
yeah. So I mean, It wasn't the year for old niggas. That's what it was too. So, but yeah, the Rolly shit was just nasty. Barroso really got a raw deal.
Do you see a picture of Barroso with his family? It's like, God, this didn't look like he's living still in a village type shit. I'm just saying, like, this fucking
Cameron against Taylor in the rematch. Like that referee was fucking horrible.
That was WWF. That was some WCW.
Yeah, that ref could fucking suck a dick. Fuck him. Like
that was trash. Yeah, that was trash.
Because Taylor is just horrible now. Like, yo,
yeah, she held her for 6 rounds. Or 5, at least 5 rounds. She held her.
Yeah, it's just on the headbutts. This Josh Warrington ass fucking unicorn.
The trilogy. I hope the trilogy. I'm hope. Cameron better.
And like, and I finally got to watch the rematch. That bitch was fucking doing fucking diving headbutts. Like, bro, like it wasn't even subtle. Like she was literally just like, yeah, like fucking just headbutting the shit like a fucking ram. Like, yo, what the fuck?
Holding, and you know how many times she got fucking warned? Like 0 times. Cameron,
the ref was getting at Cameron.
The ref was getting at Cameron. Yeah, the ref was getting at Cameron.
Dude, fight was just, it disgusted me. Like, it's just like, I don't like hating boxers and shit, but especially if it's not them doing it, but when people enable it, it just makes it worse.
I don't hate Katie Taylor, but I hate the fucking how everybody just turns all the fucking refs turn a blind eye to the bullshit she does.
And all those goddamn British UK fans, they always just like, shout out to the ones that just be like, yeah, you know, this wasn't a good look for her, yada yada yada. But a lot of y'all, like y'all, some fucking cocksuckers when it come to fucking Katie Taylor. Like, y'all be acting like we jumping out the window for saying this bitch in a tough fight and she got plot armor and she's like, I see the comments like y'all niggas ain't shit, like. That's why y'all fighters be getting y'all ass whooped now sometimes. But y'all just be on some just like, fuck it, we don't care. Like, yay, Ward Taylor, like, get the fuck out of here.
The UK fighter, I mean, but the commentary, like, when they said Cameron showed up, they were praising Taylor like it was the best performance ever. Like, come on now, like what the fuck?
Dude, they always act like that. They be acting like Katie Taylor is like pitching a Kawasaki Lacey performance, like it's Mayweather Corrales. Like these niggas literally, like they be just beating off to her fights, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Every time.
Like, not to say Katie Taylor ain't bad. She's a good fighter, Hall of Famer, but
Katie Taylor. No, listen, Katie Taylor is a good fighter. I'll never say that doesn't have skills, but like I've never seen a fighter so male. It's hard. You'd be hard pressed to find a lot of fighters, male or female, that like they're praised so much, but yet like every other fight, they're fighting on even terms with people that aren't supposed to be on their level. Like what the hell?
Every single time. I think like there was a fight maybe a year or two ago where she dominated, but yeah, every fight besides that.
You can't
like Jennifer Hahn or somebody like
you can't be the best. You can't be the best number one in the world when you're fighting on even terms every fucking fight. Say what you want about Carissa Shields. Carissa Shields might be boring. She might not get a lot of stoppages, but for the most part, except for a couple of fights, except for really one fight, she wins easily. Like, come on now.
She dominates.
He's only really had like. Shields has only really had 3 competitive fights, and there's none of them you could really say, "Oh man, she got a gift," or "She should have lost that shit."
Yeah, well,
you know what I'm saying? Regardless of how you have it scored.
What just scored a Marshall fight? 7-3, 6-4.
I thought I had a 6-4.
Whereas with Katie Taylor, I could look at like 3 or 4 fights where I'm like, wait, how did she win this fight? Because she didn't win this fucking shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The Delphine Pursoon fights, the goddamn Serrano fight, that's 3 right there. Fucking Jonas could have been a draw. Like, we'll give her that if we'll give Taylor that. But I'm just saying, like, I get at Canelo for having these close fights with motherfuckers, but at least they have certain physical advantages, certain skill levels. Like they're up there with him.
Mm-hmm.
But goddamn, Katie Taylor, like
I don't even feel like she won. I mean, she should have won that Cameron. That Cameron fight was just a fake WWF shit. It was terrible.
yeah, the second, yes, so that's what that's about 4 losses. Like, get the fuck out of here. And they always try to, oh, she's the best woman. Oh, fuck this nigga. Like, that was the career mode glitch. Shit. Yo, next, man. I'm sick of talking about this bitch.
I can tell.
Too many bars.
Next superlative is most annoying stands of the year.
Okay.
Oh Lord, Pilot, bring out the Twitter poll for this one.
God. Let's see which way we can go with this one. Oh my God.
Because these niggas, y'all ain't gonna lie. There's some miserable motherfuckers on Twitter though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, easily.
They just happen to be boxing fans or no
All
fighter
right.
fans.
So we did 2 polls. Pause. Times 2. Let me find the first one because we did 2. Part 1, part 2.
All right, Kang Son, take it easy, man. Salute, appreciate it. Happy New Year, bro.
Peace out, Ken.
I don't remember the full 4 choices, but I know I voted. I voted for Canelo.
I have it. So you want me to do all 8? Or do you want me to say all 8?
Do the first one. Do part 1. We'll talk about part 1, and then why we had to do a part 2.
Yeah. Okay. So for part 1, we got a couple of days left to still vote. A couple day and a half to vote. So Ring Game Radio on Twitter/X. But we did ask who had the most annoying fan base this year, 2023. Pretty close in terms of the choices that we had. Again, 188 votes. Canelo at 29%, Spence at 18%, Fury at 23%, and Abdul Wahid Tank Gervonta Davis 30%. So Gervonta got 30 to Canelo's 29.
But like honestly, if like I couldn't vote Tank when Canelo's on the fucking board and Canelo is the OG Tank and his fans are even more annoying.
I voted Canelo too. I did vote Canelo.
I voted Tank. Tank was mine.
I voted Canelo.
Yeah, no. Tank stands because I think
I'm not surprised by Pat vote.
No, you shouldn't be. Because on the Kali, because I remember like some of the worst conversations I had in terms of casualism was like motherfuckers with Tank. Like there was one Tank stand on there that was talking about, he was, he was hating on Haney like constantly, and it was like Tank this, Tank that, and then in between that he'd say some old bullshit like telling me that Pernell Whitaker wasn't no main fighter, he was just an opponent for niggas, and I was just like, yeah, that's probably one of the most offensive things I've ever heard as a boxing fan. And
that nigga don't really know boxing.
Yeah, and that came out.
You already know I voted for it, nigga.
Yeah, and that came out of a Tank stand mouth, and I was just like, yeah, because motherfuckers because the other thing is I'm tired of motherfuckers, giving Tank all these wins and he's not fighting them. Like motherfuckers like, oh, he could beat Hayden, or he could beat Taylor, or he could beat this. Like, why isn't he doing it? Like to give him.
I mean, we were saying the same thing for Canelo. Yeah. You already know Canelo got my fucking vote, nigga. Well, at least and the Kali has way worse Canelo stands than
I was gonna say, like, Canelo fans and Tank fans are 2 sides of the same fucking coin, but Canelo fans are even more just annoying, and they come out in droves and make excuses for everything. They treat this motherfucker like he's the Captain America of Mexico. Like, goddamn, give it a fucking rest.
And whenever I see a black person who's a Canelo stan like that, I low-key get lose respect for him. Mm-hmm. I really do. And I don't even try to get into this whole racial shit. I just be like, God damn, you cool motherfucker.
I mean, I don't care.
Because they talk down on black fighters that should have fought Canelo. So that's why I'm like, nigga, what are you? And I don't like to even get into it like that, but Canelo stands are just... They saw him, especially on the Kali. I'm sorry, like y'all niggas is horrible. Like, and Pat know what I'm talking about. Like,
I do.
Like niggas, there's certain people that niggas. He's like, yo, man, like, nah.
My thing is, once you start getting to the point where your fan base is like, well, so and so can fight who he wants. You know what? We're done. I'm not having these conversations with you because we already know what type of time you're on. So yeah, nah, I'm good. Like, don't give me that runaround bullshit. Well,
I voted Canelo because I'm not gonna lie. A lot of Canelo fans that come across from Twitter are racist towards niggas for real, and I'm like, nah, fuck that. Like, and I'm a fan of Canelo. But I mean, it seems like the one fan base that are just, they're not even covert with it. They're straight up.
These and like I said, anytime and I've always, like I said, I've always been very fair towards Canelo. I've always given him grace. I've always been complimentary of him. But then when I fucking criticize him for something, which I had the right to, then every time it's but Floyd, motherfucker, we're not talking about Floyd. We're talking about Canelo. Stop that shit.
It's annoying for real. Like, that's the thing is like Canelo as a legend face of boxing, he never gives the fans the fights they want to see when they want to see them.
But the Mexican fan base, I'm gonna be straight up, they don't care. They love it. They love it. Oh, Canelo's the best. Like,
but that's the thing. Like, I get that vibe on Twitter, but I hardly ever really meet Mexican or real fans of Canelo.
A lot of Mexicans actually don't fuck with him. That's the funny thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, you know how many Mexicans I come across down here, and they're like, they find out you like boxing, and they start to be like, yeah, you like Canelo, and I be like, he alright. Niggas be like, yeah, I know, man. He lost to Golovkin. He lost to Floyd. Like, dude, like, oh my God, like, bro, like I run into more Puerto Rican Cotto fans than I do Mexican Canelo fans.
Shit,
that's fucking rare, because niggas don't fuck with Cotto like that either.
Shit, I went to Mexico like 5 years ago, like 2018, and I was having like conversations with some people. I was just like with like Uber drivers and all this, and like the people that live down there, and we start talking boxing.
Wait, so Orlando Salido don't fuck with Canelo? I mean, if you know, you know, nigga. This is why it's Ring Game Radio. But go like, on, my brother.
Like we were talking about it, and I think I was talking to my girlfriend at the time, like, and then she's talking about like Canelo, like we're talking boxing, Canelo, and the driver was just like, oh, we don't like Canelo down here. He got too cocky, he got too big for his britches, and he just don't like he on some bullshit basically. He didn't say it like that, but that's basically what he said. That Canelo's on some bullshit. He basically turned into like a lot of the criticisms that people said, like people like about other fighters. Oh, well, he a pretty boy, yada yada. Like Oscar, but at least Oscar fucking fought people. Canelo, you could never say Oscar didn't fight this person. Oscar didn't fight that person.
He fought him when you wanted to see him fight him too. Like that counts.
Absolutely.
But no, keep going. I'm sorry. I'm just
no. That's about it. That's all I got to say. So even in Mexico, they were saying they don't fuck with him. So
you got a nigga who went to fucking Mexico and found niggas who don't like. Dude, it's like, and you didn't even really find niggas. You was just in a fucking Uber, bro. Like, I didn't want to make it seem like, you know how niggas be like when rappers be dissing each other, they be like nigga pull up to their city like, yo, man, and they're on some obscure block in some obscure hood randomly. 2 a.m, it's like, yo, man, niggas right here really in the hood saying like, yo, fuck that shit, son. Like niggas don't really fuck with Canelo over here, B. Like, nah, fuck that ginger nigga. Son, like, it ain't even on no shit like that. This nigga said he got in a random Uber and Canelo name was mentioned, and niggas just like fuck him. Like,
I mean, the first Triple G Canelo fight, like I was there in the Mexican girl at the time. She was working in a Mexican restaurant. Everybody in the house was Mexican. Now I was watching the first Triple G Canelo fight, and it would surprise me. Maybe because I thought Canelo might be white skinned, but the lack of support for Canelo. I mean, I'm sure it's changed now because he had a run after that to some degree. But the lack of support and the quietness of when the fight was, the cards were getting announced, in terms of who won. I didn't get the vibe that Canelo was that top, HNIC or HMIC, you know what I'm saying? I didn't get that vibe. I mean, it was really weird to me because I thought they were going to be Dick Ryan and Canelo tough, but they really weren't. It was kind of shocking.
And he don't have a Mexican style. Like, no, wait, I want to say that he doesn't give us Mexican fights.
And then it's like, well, he's like, well, I won't fight other Mexicans. And then it's like, oh, well, they won't support the other Mexicans like they support Canelo. Motherfucker, he's not fucking Captain America. He doesn't represent fucking Mexico above anybody else. What the fuck? Stop making him so fucking special about Mexico. These other motherfuckers are Mexican too.
Yeah, we never heard that shit from any other Mexican legend. But with Canelo, niggas just started like, hold on, wait. We got to change the rules for Mexicanism now. Hold on. Wait. You only allowed 2 Mexican fighters per career now if you're Canelo.
No, I mean, even Juan Manuel Marquez, he always says, "What about Benavidez?" He's always like,
Everybody's like, "What about Benavidez?" Dude, Nacho Bernstein, man, niggas be like shit on Canelo. Like, no one don't really fuck with dude like that. Like, his type of fans are the type of like his stands are comparable to the Floyd stands who just literally follow that nigga because he's undefeated and rich.
Yeah.
That's pretty much. And so if you're a fan of the best and they're undefeated, they feel like they have a one-up on you because they could win every argument. That's why no matter what you're talking about, they try to bring it back to Floyd. And it's annoying as shit, like, too, really, like. But yeah, that's how Canelo stands are. And even then, Canelo stands are worse than Floyd stands. Like, they're like absolute bad, horrible. As far as the list, I can understand niggas voting for Tank. Although I felt like he contributed more to the sport than Canelo did in 2023. Fury fans, I know people be like, damn, I don't really know no Fury. Fuck, I'm a Fury fan. I fuck with Fury. Prolific, the nigga who do all the animating on this show is a Tyson Fury fan, like legit, like from the beginning type shit. Like he's even spoken to Tyson Fury before and everything, like through Twitter and everything. Like Tyson Fury does have fans, but the people who really overrate him is the old boxing media, the ones who hype him up to be like, oh, he could fight against Ali, he could do this. Man, Tyson Fury might lose the fucking Razor Ruddock, my nigga.
Right. Riddick Bowe would work him, man. I'm sorry.
Riddick Bowe might beat fucking Tyson Fury. So, and the niggas who know boxing always said that shit, always knew. But for some reason, people were trying to damn prop up Fury a little too much. And shout out to my nigga Rodney, R.I.P. He always used to have this saying, like, he said, the fucking crackers, Jay, they always trying to make a fucking white person a hero. and he's right, and he used to say that about Eric Spoelstra actually, but if you know, motherfucker. Like if you know, nigga.
Right.
Only a white person or only someone who's not black could go from fucking being in the video room to fucking coaching LeBron.
Facts.
So I'm gonna just say that, but that's in the spirit. But as far as how it relates to Tyson Fury is already very good. He's great, whatever. You don't have to throw extra shit on top of him to make him greater. Let him prove it. And he's only the best of this era, barely. And it's got to the point where someone else has a claim and could put their mark on that claim, and that's Usyk.
Yeah. And
then he never fought Joshua. Even though Joshua got his losses, and Joshua end up beating Fury or even Wilder or more names, like no one really has a clear case as the best.
Mm-hmm.
And especially with Fury with all these up and down performances, so Fury still had to go on the list. I mean, even though I feel like it's more like an old media thing pushing him more so than his stands. Yeah. And I think, what was the last name?
Oh shit. Spence. It was Spence.
Spence, Spence, I guess, was the niggas who just couldn't believe he lost.
No, Spence. A lot of the big fish, talk, man down shit ended
immediately. Spence fans were annoying as fuck. Like they were annoying, but July 29th, Crawford ended that. Yeah, Crawford ended. I mean, you still hear. I mean, today, shouts out to Spence. He's back. Back. I guess in the gym, whatever. But
Crawford ended a lot of the spin.
Yeah, because some of the spitches were delusional. Like,
they was annoying for the first 6 months. And like Pilot said, Crawford kind of ended that shit.
Yeah. Like now they're walking around like their dog died and shit, and we'll get them next time. Like, yeah, okay.
No, I mean, 40% of them switched over to Ennis, which I mean, you can't go wrong. Ennis is a great fighter.
Nah, fuck all that. I don't like that narrative because niggas is always high on fucking Ennis and his potential.
Yeah. But
he switched to fucking. They switched. Half the niggas are still off of Twitter.
A lot of those guys put their chips in on Ennis at July 30th to August 1st. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is let's not act like Boots ain't already have a shitload of fans and people.
Yeah, for sure. Boosted.
Just because he got 50 more fans because they were Spence fans, don't mean it's like, you know what I mean? Niggas that like there was an email sent out or some shit like, hey.
A memo was sent out.
Like, hey, this the nigga you gotta this the bandwagon you gotta get on now, nigga. Yeah, him right here.
So
the comments for that Twitter poll just told the story. They were all over the place, and niggas just like, man, the real entries ain't on the fucking list. And I'm like, if that's the case, it got too many votes for it not to have some type of legitimacy, though.
Right.
Like, cause niggas would have just scrolled like, oh, fuck that. But niggas was like, nah, I can't stand Canelo. Fuck these Tank fans. Nah, these Spence niggas is annoying. Nah, these niggas. I mean, so like, I get it, but that's why we had to do part 2, because it felt like niggas weren't satisfied with the part 1. So part 2, Pilot, please.
All right, hold on. I gotta go back. I don't know why I didn't save. Oh my, is my internet fucking acting slow? Hold on. All right.
Slow.
So we did a part 2, and obviously there's still gonna be some time to vote at Ringing the Radio on Twitter /x.com or on your app. Hold on, my internet / phone is acting kind of slow. Oh fuck! What the fuck?
Stop streaming all them games, nigga.
Let me try doing it on my computer. Hold on. Let me see. I don't know if my internet's been cold. Hold on. I'll get there.
Jokic fucking ridiculous, man. Damn.
Jokic is crazy, yeah. But hold on. What the fuck, man?
We got witness protection P over here.
I mean, I have it up.
You got it. Okay, go. Yeah, my internet's
so part 2, who had the most annoying fan base? So we have one choice. We had Terrence Crawford with 20%, and then we have Lomachenko with 41%, and then Shakur Stevenson with 20%, and then Devin Haney with 19%.
Damn.
54 votes. 3 days left. Continue to vote on it.
The way niggas was talking, like this should have had 300 votes.
Yeah. Yeah, so
wow.
I picked Loma.
Like King P said earlier, I don't think Haney really got like stands like that.
It's just been picking up lately. But then I picked Loma because he gets excused for every loss. We mentioned that literal Uber / taxi driver that he lost to his second fight. His first title fight. He got excuses there. I guess you could say that. Teofimo, I thought Teofimo won cleanly, but he got excuses there. And the Haney fight, which was a 50-50 fight. Shutter, I think you picked Loma that won that fight. I mean, you thought Loma won that fight. And nothing's wrong with that.
It was one of those. It didn't get a robbery because it could have gone either way.
But you still see to this day, you still see the comment under any Haney post or some, oh, Loma got robbed in that fight. Like it's annoying, It's like you meant.
Like you could call 7 rounds for Loma. You could call 7 rounds for Haney.
That's all there was.
It's the niggas who start saying Lomachenko won 9 rounds. Haney won 9 rounds. Lomachenko won 8 rounds. Nah.
But you hear more of the Haney got the gift and Loma got robbed shit. You hear that a lot. I heard it.
Yeah, and that's not fair.
That's why Loma got 41% because he is literally, he's not American. He is that great white high. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer.
Sore loser.
Just a very sore loser. Yeah, he's a very sore loser. Always having excuses. Always having excuses.
He's what they want. He's what they thought. Like
Usyk.
In a way,
It's
is
not-
what they wanted him to be.
in a way. Even like his big bro Usyk, like Loma is still probably more popular than Usyk. Would you say? I mean, I know Usyk's a heavyweight, you know what I'm saying, but
Yeah.
I feel like Loma.
It's a division.
Same country and everything. Loma's more beloved, you know what I'm saying, than Usyk always. You know what I'm saying? It feels like.
Yeah.
And they're both.
But I feel like if Usyk fought in a better division, he'd probably be more known.
But it's heavyweight. It's the glory. It's like the glorious division. It's heavyweight.
Nigga, this ain't shit glorious about these fucking heavyweights.
Yeah, but I'm just saying historically, it's heavyweight. Yeah, but you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
And remember, he made his bones. He made his career at cruiser.
Yeah, that's true.
When niggas got to go back to them, he's the best since Holyfield. God, Holyfield was like 30 years ago.
And the Shakur, I mean, we picked Terrence Crawford. I know I'm sure LB probably voted for Bud.
Yeah, I voted for Crawford, but
Shakur,
I can only really see Crawford or Lomachenko winning this one because, like, they're the only ones who like Crawford stands. I could understand where they're coming from. It's just the way like it's more so Crawford than it stands really. But the whole like.
All Crawford's tweets are him justifying why I'm the fighter of the year.
Yeah, it's like the Crawford stands are the ones who just be trying to downplay like the whole, Iron was fucking up his fights. This is his dad, dude, re-signed with him. Niggas weren't trying to like, and I mean like niggas just try to, and when you try to be like, yo, man, this nigga like his resume, he ain't really got no. His resume solid, but it ain't nothing Hall of Fame worthy. And niggas be like, "Oh, get the fuck out of here!" Like shit like that. And the way Crawford keep reminding us, like he won like the longest victory lap. It's just a little annoying, but like him and Lomachenko, but like Shakur Stevenson, like I don't even think he has fans. like niggas do attend his fights, but.
Nah, his stands definitely after his last fight. They kind of non-existent now because of
at least everybody else had performances where they could have stands.
No, I mean Shakur, because Shakur didn't have a stronger fan. I mean, y'all scroll Twitter and Boston Twitter. There are stands for Shakur, but you don't see no pro Shakur posts that much anymore. You know what I'm saying? You don't see much of that shit.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You hardly ever kind of seen too many pro Shakur posts. It was more so. It was Shakur proing himself.
Yeah.
And then everybody was just riding with it, like, or his fans would just ride with it. Whereas you could just be just scrolling on Twitter on an innocent Thursday, and you'll see some motherfucker say, yo, Tyson Fury is one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. And you're like, what? You'll see some random, oh man, Terrence Crawford would beat Floyd Mayweather in a fight. What? You'll see all types of like Lomachenko never lost a fight. What?
You'll see the post Lomachenko capitalized beats Gervonta Davis.
That shit like Shakur Stevenson, his fans ain't aggressive like that. Like
Loma fans, I mean. Maybe it's Shakur's on the ESPN too, but it's just a complexion for the. Well, I don't know what I'll pause on what I'm gonna say, but I'm just saying, but I mean, Loma is a great fighter, a Hall of Famer, but
yeah, of course,
all time. He's not an all time great.
Oh shit! Hold on, wait. Joshua O got some more fuckery moments real quick. Good fuckery moments. Ngannou dropping Fury. Yeah, Tyson 20 weeks was.
Sorry, Josh, that wasn't questionable, but.
Well, first is the grandpa Cobra calling Rayo a soft ass nigga at the post fight interview. Plant slapping. Yeah, plant slapping Charlo was a fuckery moment.
Totally forgot about plant slapping Charlo. That was definitely a fuckery moment.
Yeah,
and the whole fighting. It started with the girls fighting or something, right?
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Yeah,
it was like the two chicks fighting.
That was a fuckery moment. Floyd's goons chasing Gotti Jr. after the DQ. That whole Zeus Network fuckery that was down the street. Because wasn't Jocelyn Hernandez like high off coke and whooping bitches' asses and shit? Like,
yeah, I mean, that fuckery was fuckery, but it was just like, ugh.
I didn't want nothing to do with that fight. Like niggas could have niggas could have went to that, but nah.
Yeah.
Same weekend as the Broner fighting the fucking lawyer.
Yeah.
That's just a fuckery moment in itself. Like,
Right.
Rigo having a boring ass fight on the undercard.
Shit.
That's fuckery. Yeah. So yeah. What we at, Paul? I mean, Pat. Sorry, yo.
Yeah. The next one is most improved of the year.
Joshua.
Mine's just Tim Zhu easily.
Yeah.
Tim leveled up this year because, like, you know, before this year, I mean, most people thought, you know, he would get beaten by Jamel Charlo and stuff like that. But now I don't. Now I think Charlo should have fought him back then, you know, when he didn't have as much of this. But now, I think now Tim Zhu is a problem nightmare for a lot of 154 pounders, simply because he hits too fucking hard, you know, like. And then
his boxing ability behind them hard punches.
Yeah, exactly. And his chin, at least his whole. I mean, granted, he has that one knockdown against Gaethje, but you know, Gaethje has underrated power. He just doesn't commit.
Gaethje's a fucking puncher, though.
Yeah, but I feel like Tim Zhu is a guy that I know we didn't mention him for fight of the year, but that's three. He had 3 quality wins. I mean, you know, Campo, who obviously lost to Spence like in 1 or 2, you know, in the first round by a body shot. He ain't lost since. He was in Mexico grinding. He beat him, beat a former champion Tony Harrison, beat Mendoza, who was like comeback fighter of the year type shit.
And but like I say, he's improved. Like that's the thing. Like he's really improved. Like and now he got he's a WBO 154 champ. Like Zhu reminds me so much of his father when he fights now. It's scary.
He does fight like Costa quite a bit.
Yeah. Except Costa had, you know, used his jab more. Tim Zhu doesn't really jab like that. Like, you know,
he's more aggressive.
Again, I see a little. I mean, I know it's blasphemous. I see a little bit of Golovkin in him. I know y'all shut that down. I'm saying I see his shades a little bit, but mostly Costa. Yeah, mostly his dad. But I see a little bit.
I honestly feel like Zhu has his own style. Like I don't really see too much of his father or Golovkin in it. Really, I can see Zhu in Golovkin's style a little bit, but then Golovkin, I feel, is more aggressive, and he don't.
Golovkin is much more complete and much, yeah.
I would say Tim is not as robotic, quote unquote, as his father and Triple G. I think mostly because I think their styles are similar. Zhu has a more, I'd say, well, I don't want to say flexible, has a more fluid style of his fight.
I don't. You know what? I can't say that yet because, and I never looked at. All right, Costa Zhu, I feel is robotic. I feel Golovkin is more methodical than robotic. I never really saw Golovkin as robotic, but one thing that I've seen that Costa Zhu and Golovkin done, I've seen them box on their back foot and use agility and maneuver around the ring and outbox punchers. I haven't seen Tim Zhu do that. I haven't seen his Ben Taki fight or his Lemieux or Canelo rematch fight where he has to kind of
react to pressure,
box and be on the, king peeing it around the ring and shit. So, I can't really say like shit. If anything, Tim Zhu fights like an aggressive robot. But we'll see. Yeah, I could agree with Pat on Zhu being most improved. Joshua ended with a KO after having 3 fights in the year. I said he was most improved for me.
I mean,
this is the Joshua we've been wanting for like the last 4 years.
I mean, you could probably put Joseph Parker too. If you want on there as because he fought 4 times this year. And he fought 4 times after getting bodied by Joe Joyce. He definitely improved from that one. Particularly. So yeah, I mean, but yeah, Tim Zhu.
Dubois might make that list.
Was that who?
Dubois might make that list.
Oh, wait, that too. Yeah, his was a hell of a turnaround.
A turnaround like a lot of. I didn't even see that turnaround.
We're most improved, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to mention real quick. I missed the beginning. Did we mention Eubank? Anybody or no?
Chris, wow.
Yeah.
Because we give that credit to Bomac.
My pick was Eubank, and I'm gonna talk about him a little later. But maybe like Oshaki Foster with his 130 title, Yeah, I mean those two.
Oh yeah, didn't he have a good ass fight of the year?
Yeah, he had my round of the year. We'll talk about later, but yeah, he had.
Yeah. So yeah, that's definitely a good one for most improved, though, for sure.
I think it's Zoo. Zoo's the most improved. There's another name that is an honorable mention, and I'm sure Pat will roll his eyes. Don't laugh too hard. But
Damn, all right, Batman.
Mario Barrios.
I'm not mad at that, but
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at that, but I'm kind of I tolerate Barrios even with the gift against Butcher, quote unquote gift.
I mean, I think Barrios is good for the sport. Like, he young, eager, want to fight. He tries his hardest.
He might fight
Leaves
Boots
it in
next.
the ring.
He might fight Boots next. So it's
He one of the few names out there calling out Boots. Like, and this is my whole thing with people shitting on that fight. I get it, but y'all the same motherfuckers that hyped up that last Boots fight, and that motherfucker got a robbery to get that Boots fight. At least Barrios legit earned the Boots fight, or at least had some performances to lead up to that.
Mm-hmm.
No one gave him a gift and said, "Hey, you know what? How about he fight Boots?"
Facts. Yeah.
This nigga fucking got it out the mud and said, "Fuck it, y'all running from Boots. I'll fight that nigga." I ain't mad at that. Yeah,
he got the WBC 147 interim, so he basically has that opportunity to win a welterweight title if Crawford drops the belt.
I know Pat. Keep P Rod. I know Pat. Like, fuck y'all niggas, but
yeah, no, you know me. I give two shits about Mario Barrios. Like,
it's a good shout out. It's a good shout out though.
Ain't shit changed. All right, next one. Best upset of the year. Easily for me, Espinoza beating Robeisy Ramirez, because it's a top, like, odds wise, it's a top like 7 upset, and it was a fight of the year on top of that.
Yeah, it was. That's a damn good fight, and Ramirez brought it. So because like
he did
when what's his name got dropped, when Espinoza got dropped.
Yeah,
that belt saved him, because
he
had a little Trevor Burbick in him when he
was hurt. He was hurt, bro.
He was hurt. He got up. Remember, he still like it. It's like you could tell the cameras weren't even ready for that shit, because this nigga stumbled face into the ropes, and the cameras panned out.
He had chicken Bambi legs, but somehow again, that was a fight of the year contender, upset of the year.
It had everything.
Yeah, to me, I still have Mendoza Fundora at the top of my list.
I think Parker Wilder was up there, and Kirill versus Not-Shinga. That one.
That one was.
That one on the odds too were pretty.
Yeah, I didn't see a cat with 4 KO scoring a 1-punch second round knockout over a keeper that was undefeated. Yeah, that was. Yeah. But Mendoza Fundora. I mean, it's an upset. No, don't get me wrong too, and Fundora was kind of beating his ass until that, but it was just yeah.
And that's what makes it a big upset to me. Like, and nobody going into that fight expected Mendoza to win, and then in the fight he was clearly losing.
Yeah.
And then he hits that shot, and bam, just changed everything. Home run.
The fight was pretty ho-hum, until that, but that was the oh shit moment of the year. Until that was the first oh shit moment of the year, because the fight was kind of ho-hum, a little, I don't say boring, but
Fundora was beating him so soundly, like Mendoza was in the fight, like he would land a few good shots,
he kept it competitive,
yeah. He kept going for it, like he let Fundora know he was there, but Fundora was literally, winning this shit handily.
He would have won comfortably on the cards for sure.
Yeah, and to get like knocked out with that shot, I could. Yeah,
looking like you woke up after your mom's you're late for school. Your mom's waking you up and you try to get up.
He was like, get up. You're gonna miss the bus. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. That's definitely up there. I don't even feel like Parker Wilder's an upset like that. Like you knew, like anybody who knew fucking boxing knew Parker had a good shot at that.
He's a former champ. I mean, he
Yeah,
literally
dude, he was Wilder's best opponent. Like,
by far.
I mean, second best opponent after Fury. Like,
and he comes and like you mentioned,
Yeah, it's still an upset, but it's not the biggest upset. I can agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely an upset. We giving him his credit, but yeah,
especially how it unfolded. Especially how it unfolded, because most of the upsets were like a crazy knockout of nowhere. This one was like just okay, he's getting. It's his day of reckoning. It's his day of reckoning.
Because remember,
these mistakes Wilder makes are right here front and center again.
Because remember, LB, I had said that I felt that Parker had a better chance of beating Wilder than Wallin had of beating Joshua.
And I agreed right with you, nigga. Like, facts. You did say that, and I remember when you was telling me what the niggas and stuff about Ortiz is better than Parker. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Niggas, yo, I don't think Pat was on that episode, but yeah, niggas was wilding on that one, yo. Like,
yeah, I always thought he had a chance. I just didn't pick him because for reasons because of Parker. Because as good as Parker is, one of Parker's biggest issues to me is he's one of those guys that I say like he can do everything, but for some reason he doesn't know when to do the right thing. Like he can do everything, but he picks the wrong time to do the wrong things.
Yeah.
When he should be fighting on the inside, he likes to stand in mid-range. When he should be fighting mid-range, then he wants to go on the inside. When he should be throwing jabs,
he's boxing.
Yeah, when he should be throwing jabs, then he wants to go in and throw hooks and uppercuts. Like he could do it all, but he just doesn't know when and where to do it.
But he put them all together that night because, like damn, like Wilder looking like Wilder was on the damn should retire list because of that.
Yeah, and then also shout out to the upset being pieced on in person with Guzman knocking out Ramla Ali.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, that was
Yeah, I mean
that was low-key a KO of the year contender early on. I mean, really, it was. It
was. Yeah, facts. Yeah. We gotta give Shorty her props for that.
Yeah,
and the Sam Goodman fight was an upset to me too.
Oh yeah, the one against Aleem.
Against Aleem, yeah.
Yep, that's an upset to me.
Even though Goodman's actually a pretty good fighter, but
Goodman's a good fighter, but I think everybody had pegged Aleem to win that fight.
We all picked Aleem to win. I mean, I know we did at least.
Yeah, so
man, there was some other upsets. Like I feel like we're still missing a couple.
There's a few. I mean, there was a few. I mean, who lost for zero this year that really mattered? Is there anybody you can think of?
Teofimo Lopez had an upset with Taylor.
That was a huge one. That was low key performance. We didn't do a performance of the year, but that would be up there performance of the year. That's the top 5 performance of the year.
Surprisingly, it's not that upset's not really wasn't high in the odds for an upset.
Yeah. But it was an upset, but wasn't crazy. It was more like everybody was tired of them Teofimo underperforming, so there was like if Taylor still got something, he should beat this nigga. And that's really what it was, because we was kind of like, well, shit, Taylor gotta look better. He looked like shit against Catterall. He can't do that twice. Oh, yes, he did.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I can't.
Yeah, there was a couple of upsets. Didn't Lawrence Okoli take an L? That was an upset.
Yeah, he lost to Billiam Smith, right? He lost the title. Yeah.
Yeah, and then shout out to Vladimir Hernandez beating Lorenzo Truck Simpson. That was a
Truck Simpson lost to zero. Simpson.
That was a good ass fight too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Truck Simpson.
I like that little Floyd Endow moment where it was shoulder over.
He was. I mean, he's Tank's homie. I know he like Tank's quote unquote.
That wasn't that huge of an upset to me. I thought that Truck was in a lot of trouble against Hernandez.
For sure. But I mean, like Truck is one of those guys, like I mentioned earlier, Trayvon Marshall. He was undefeated PBC guy that was supposed to be a future cornerstone.
Hernandez is one of those guys. If you don't come to fight, he will definitely, fight you.
That's out to Trisley because Trisley passed the test.
You got to ring generalship his ass. Like you can't you got to know when to fight him and back him off, keep him off you. But then you got to know how to control and contain his aggression and outbox him. And it's like Truck kept struggling with that. And a lot of these younger fighters do. Like you're young in your career. let your fucking hands go. Like a lot of these guys be afraid to throw punches, and it's like you look at
They
a lot
don't.
of
They
the
don't
great
open up.
fighters-
Pause. They don't be opening up. Like I don't know why though. I
Yeah.
don't know why. Yeah, why? It's just
especially you got the speed advantage. Like, bro, like let them hands go. Like, shit. Like, damn. Like, especially with Montana Love. Like, but yeah. But I can't think anymore. You could hit next.
All right, the next is
If y'all remember one, we could always, say it.
the last and the final superlative is best round of the year.
Foster Hernandez, round 11.
It was round 11, I think. Round 11.
Yeah.
That was round of the year for sure.
Yeah, that was easily fair. That was an epic one.
Easily.
Because
that was around the years. I mean, that round was literally drama personified.
That one for like half of this year too.
Yeah,
because that shit was off the chain, man. Like,
yeah, because like I said, because it looked like the fight was going to end in that round, and in the next round, like I said, Foster, because that open scoring shit, Foster knew that he had actually, score a knockout to keep his title, and he was
in Mexico. I mean, he was in the opponent territory. The ref did a good job because the ref, making sure the A side,
I mean, the fix was in, and they weren't even trying to hide.
Yeah.
That plot armor was plotting.
Yeah, I mean, Rocky only had to remain standing. I mean, he would have to get knocked down at least probably 3 more times to at least try to short that shit on the card. But yeah, all he had to do was remain. If he had gone up or remained standing, or at least ducked or clinched, he would have won the belt easily. He would have won.
But he got hurt. He got dropped.
Put everything on the line and let his fucking hands go.
Like towards the end of the fight, like by round 8, that's what. Because at first I was like, "What the fuck is he doing?" The first 5-6 rounds.
Yeah, he was struggling them first 5 rounds. Like,
I mean, Rocky Hernandez got some crazy power. He got some real.
Yeah, no, Rocky, but it felt like he wasn't doing enough. What it was, Foster wasn't jabbing. Mm-hmm. He was losing the ring generalship battle. Like he was countering, but it's like your counters are nastier when you could counter with combinations. And sometimes the best counter is a 1-2 instead of just throwing the 2.
Facts, yeah.
And so he missed a lot of opportunities to counter with 1-2s or 2-3s, like, right hand, left hook. And I felt like he would have really made the fight easier if he would have, jabbed more. He would have set shit up more. But, I mean, he still got the win, but I felt like it's like the way he fought forced him to dig deep and have to fight like that at the end. But hey, boxing fans won. He won. That's a win.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, there was no other round. That round was just driving. And I was watching that shit because I was driving back from a wedding in Connecticut, and I just had that shit going on my phone and everything like that. That shit had me like, wow. I was like, oh shit, like that. That was such an exciting fight. Like, low-key, DAZN did do its thing this year with some of the fights. I mean, it's not 2019 where DAZN had some Stone Cold classics that they were airing on it, but they did their thing for at least for 2023. Like, hopefully they get their production values corrected. But judging by what I saw with the presser for Ortiz and them, like that whole no volume thing is still an issue. So yeah, they need to get some shit going with that. Like
the volume and the auto zone on the zone ads, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought about
auto zone.
I thought about re-upping, but I don't know. I don't know.
Dude, the crazy part about the zone, sometimes their stream be fucking lagging, and it don't be as clear as the damn. Stream game. And I'm sorry, like if Stream Gang has better quality than real, that says something, and it's happened more than once. There's been times I'm on the zone and I'm like, yo, this is trash. Fuck this. I can't do this no more. Stream Gang. Oh shit.
I mean, like I said, I don't have issues with any of that stuff. It's just the shit with the production, with the no sound and shit like that. That's the shit that bothers the fuck out of me. On
top of that, like,
Like, nah, like, you know, we're 5 years in the zone. Like, y'all gotta clean up the production issues, or get the company that HBO used or something. Like, yeah, and get that shit, you know, get that shit cracking. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think outside this, anyone else have any other round of the years? Like, I mean, to me, that was just like the ultimate one.
Pick
Yeah,
around in the
nothing
Crawford
comes
Spence fight.
close.
Pick around in the Crawford Spence fight. I'm just
Nah, I feel like
Ooh.
Derevyanchenko Munguia got a few. Maybe has something in there.
Probably the final round, or no, actually, there's like the 5th or 6th round. Like they had,
That definitely had some round of the years.
There was a couple. Better Be Yardy had a. You know, it's hard to remember. Better Be Yardy had a couple.
Better Be
rounds.
Yeah, you're right. That did have a few. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that Munguia Derevyanchenko was a serious fight. Yeah, that's some like serious ass whoopings, and then but Foster Hernandez was just like because both guys got rocked in the fight. They looked like they had it in their bag, and it just and it led to the classic ending. So, but I think we've got through all superlatives, man. That was all of them.
Yeah, it was a good show. The real quick, I think what we had. I know we didn't make a Twitter poll, but what y'all felt? What was y'all favorite album from last year? You know, just to touch on the hip hop at the end.
Probably Magic 3.
Word, I fucks with that.
Maybe I'm getting maybe Magic. I'm getting a little old. Like I feel like this year did not hit music wise for me. I mean, I know Hall and Nash dropped the new West Side and Conway, which was dope, produced by Alchemist, but really ain't shit. I mean, that came out like this year. That came out a couple days ago. So I don't really know.
For me, obviously it's Magic 3, and then also to like and I raved about this in the chat. The Black Rob, the Life Story 2 one. I said that shit was tough. Like that shit was like
I heard a few joints. Yeah, that shit did have some bangers.
Yeah, that shit sounded like vintage Black Rob. Because now the story of why it was because it was a whole album that dude had kind of recorded when Rob was still prime. Just with some updated beats, but he still had the same producer with D Dot in them. So yeah, that shit sounded dope. And then outside of that one, I mean, deal with the Lloyd Banks, the mixtape and the album shit from earlier this year too that I was fucking with. But
another album I really liked, and I don't know if y'all have heard of him, but Larry June, The Great Escape. That was a really good album. And
also the Killer Mike album too, I kind of liked.
Killer Mike album was good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean,
and he wasn't too because a lot of people don't fuck with Killer Mike, and they find him to be too preachy and too that type of shit.
Yeah, The Great Escape was pretty good by Larry.
But this one his last album he toned down on it, so it was more listenable to people that just don't want to be like, this motherfucker preaching to us. He think he better than us.
Keep that Malcolm X shit, nigga.
I mean, Boldy James had some good shit this year, but
Boldy James was good. I like Boldy James.
But yeah, I mean, there wasn't really. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting older. I feel like there wasn't much heat that dropped.
The problem is I hate it. I feel like now more than ever, I have to sift through so much bullshit albums to get to the good stuff. It's just like,
yeah.
I mean, that's all it is. I mean, basically, you listen to a mixtape or a project, one of your favorite rappers, and 5 songs you end up putting in your rotation. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like that's 3, 4, 5 songs. You just okay, I fuck with this song tough. I'll throw it on the playlist. Or it'll pop up on your playlist and shit. You know what I mean? I don't know.
So I know because a lot of people ain't making dope enough albums where you want to revisit the whole album.
So I know if this nigga Rome was on here, he would be talking about Sexy Red album was like
I'm good on Sexy Red. Yeah, that shit's
fuck no. What are we doing here?
Yeah,
I mean,
that would be that.
Got like a couple bangers.
Yeah, you must have been forced to listen to that shit in this car, huh?
Yeah. I would much rather.
But yeah, it do couple. But dude, it's like, oh my god, it's like
I can't imagine Rome.
You keep a nigga like Jadakiss these beats or somebody.
I can't imagine Rome saying, "Fuck my baby daddy" while he's driving.
Fuck y'all. He ain't gonna say no bullshit like that, nigga. Fuck that. Nah. But I guess I really like the Offset album.
Yeah, the Offset
Tricky
album
Red
was
at the beginning of the year was fire.
I hated that album.
The
but,
Mansion
yeah.
music
I hated
and
that
Magic.
Yeah.
The Magic 3. I like 2 as well, but yeah.
Well, 2 was in 2022 though. Wasn't it? Come on.
Oh, it was? Oh, okay. Well, damn, so we didn't review a lot of music 2022 then.
Oh, was it? Yeah, Magic. Let's see. 'Cause I know. Actually, let me double.
Wasn't it? I thought both came out the same year.
Oh, no. Magic 2 came out. You're right. Yeah. I'm thinking. I must be thinking like fucking 2, Disciple 2 or so that came out.
Yeah,
actually, one of my boys, Rob. Well, Rob's my boy too, but I'm saying Danny Brown album. I heard that was pretty good. I never really gave Danny Brown a chance though, but I heard that album's pretty good.
I'm not really a Danny Brown fan.
I like his on some of his features, like he's on some Freddie Gibbs shit, some Ransom shit, but yeah.
I'll just listen to Freddie Gibbs and Ransom then. Niggas be like, he's on some. He boxes like Diego Corrales and he this and that, and I'll just watch Diego Corrales then, nigga. Like I'll just watch he Action Bronson. I'll listen to Ghostface. I'm good. Drake, I'll listen to Devin the Dude. Drake, I'll listen to Zero. Like,
yeah,
but damn, he really. What else popping? Hello. I mean, damn, what's going on? I sound like I think I'm on the phone. Damn, my bad.
Yeah.
Pat, one more thing. Because everybody dropped their albums, what they felt this year. What was y'all movie of the year, real quick?
Damn.
Yeah, that one caught y'all by surprise. Like,
yeah, because I had no time to think, bro. Like, I can't even tell you because I need to think about that.
I'm gonna plead the fifth because I don't really watch movies much anymore. So I'm sorry, I'll plead the fifth.
I do, but it's just like I have to think about that. I can't.
You got to think about that.
Yeah, because
I didn't see some heat last year.
Yeah, because I've watched so much. That's the problem. Like I have to think about what that is.
Because I'm trying to think, what was the last movie I could give a 10 to? I gave a 10 to, where I could say, yeah, like
I'm for the record. Also, I'm hearing a lot of good reviews about this new Iron Claw movie.
I watched it. Yeah,
I might have to go check it out.
It was good.
Yeah, no, it was good. Yeah, because that's what I was talking about earlier. Like before we started here. Yeah.
You did say King P would probably fuck with it.
Yeah, like if P, I was like P. Yeah, if you watch it, then we could do we could do like on some wrestling shit. We could do like a quick review on it. Like
yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I'll probably go see. I might go see that this Saturday, this weekend, because I'm gonna be snowed in. I ain't got nothing else to do. I'll go to the movies.
Oh yeah, that's right. We are getting snow this fucking weekend.
Hold on, if you snowed in, how can you go to the movies?
The movies ain't that far from me. I can do a quick little drive. It's like a 10-minute drive. It's not that far from me.
Oh, okay.
And to get there, I get on the expressway, and the expressways are usually always pretty clean. So.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Because here at Ring Game, we care about the safety of others.
Yeah, no,
I mean, because I'm not used to snow and shit. You know what I mean? Niggas say they snow in, and they go to the movies. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I got to do something for my birthday. I ain't got nothing else planned, so.
Oh, yeah. I forgot you're a little January nigga. Yeah.
I'd have to think about
custom artwork for this nigga or something.
Yeah, like I mean, I've watched so many movies this last year. I'd have to think about what was the best one I saw. Like, yeah, I'd have to think about that a lot.
Yeah, because I can't. Fuck. Yo, was the fucking what's that shit I told you about? Because I seen a lot of fucking horror movies. That it wasn't The Sadness. It was something after. It was the one with the motherfucking where they cut out the kid's tongue.
Did I watch that?
One horror movie? It's on a Spotify Wrapped. It was like our most listened to episode on Spotify. You seen it because we talked about it. With the Jit. It's that foreign film, nigga. Like they go to that country.
That's not my favorite movie though. That's not.
Well, no, I know that wouldn't be yours.
Now that's yours, nigga. That's definitely not mine.
I can't remember the name, but that's definitely up there for like one of the like horror movies because like last year was crazy with the horror movies, man. Like crazy.
Yeah,
but
that was just a fucked up movie. That's definitely not one of my favorite movies. Like not at all.
Yo, I think he's just so angry about that movie, yo. That shit just pissed people off, dog. But yeah,
that's an upsetting movie, bro. Yeah, nah.
This nigga. Sometimes I be like, yo, this nigga be like, God damn it, like shudder with these motherfucking damn movie recommendations. But yeah, I can't think of that now. So fuck it, we'll have to get back on that. But all I know, there was plenty of like good quality like movies. There was a lot of 8s and 9s, but I can't remember what I seen that I could say is a fucking 10 because. Like, I remember all the 10s from the previous year, like Nobody and what was that, that Donnie Yen joint? Like,
yeah, and Emancipation. Yeah, those.
Emancipation. Yeah, there's another 10. Yeah, like, for some reason, I can't remember the 10, like, or maybe there wasn't a 10 because, like, you and I will talk about it. But yeah, I can't. But yeah, that's it. I mean, there's nothing else we really be on. Like, I can't say video game of the year because I don't play fucking video games. So that's I guess that's the end of the year, right? Like that's
that's 2023 in a nutshell. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like I said, it was a good year. I mean, boxing wise, entertainment wise, it was a good year. You know, and definitely compare. So we just hope that we get more of that in 2024. You know, and obviously, with obviously right now TR and DAZN for boxing are kind of like dominating like the first 3 months of the year, and PBC will eventually make its debut, and they'll let us know what time it is.
Golden Boys get active, Golden Boys, signing the Jose Ramirez and all that. They get active.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like DAZN, DAZN has its, has Matchroom and Golden Boy, and then the other, the other stuff in the pro box and shit like that. So you just have to see where PBC is gonna fit in when PBC and Prime starts up. So yeah, I hope 2024 just continue to make it great, and yeah, I think that's it. Do we have any final thoughts before we get up out of here?
Oh no, just Happy New Year's. Just the new year, new shit. I do want to say we're gonna get back onto the music shit probably next week. I got a new game for us to play. I went over it with Rome. He's on board with it. I'm probably work on the graphics. Gotta kick the idea to everybody else, especially my nigga Pat. But yeah, we trying to do something where we could do the music and be interactive and just eventually even get y'all involved. And we did say we want to eventually get some of y'all on the show, and this would be a good way, especially because I see how we was talking about all the random shit, and as soon as we started talking about music, we seen Rob up in the comments. So we know the music just gets y'all like.
Word.
Like we'll start, y'all could be painting a house or some shit, and we'll be like, well, nah, man, Illmatic ain't better than Life After Death or some shit, and motherfucker would have to damn break their concentration. He'd be like, hold on, what? Fuck that, hold on. Damn right, this is so it's cool. So we definitely want to do some more music shows. Salute Henny God and everybody else, that usually be hyping that shit up. We appreciate it. King P just dropped a new article with his fight report behind the scenes. Yeah, I know y'all heard him on the podcast, but the written word is still an art form that we respect. So check the article out at ringgameradio.com. And my nigga Pat Scorpio with Forgotten Fade.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Kendall Hall versus Kendrick Lamar. No, wait. What
the fuck? Demetrius Hopkins.
Yeah, like what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, I was like
this versus Kendrick Lamar.
Like, what the hell is he talking about?
Yeah, I was like, yo, what the fuck? But yeah, Demetrius Hopkins versus Kendall Hope, and Yeah, this is a good article. Got the link in there. Remember, y'all can always check the Forgotten Fate articles whenever there's a slow week of boxing, or you feel like there's not enough boxing on TV this week or whatever, or you just want to be like us and just watch a bunch of fucking fights. Like this nigga was watching fucking Monty Barrett fights earlier.
Yes, sir. Was.
I want to guess which one. Let me see. Tua, Messi, Klitschko.
It was a Tua fight.
He said it was a Tua fights?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got it. Okay, at least I had one of them right. Okay, cool. All right. See, we watch boxing, nigga. We know, but yeah. So yeah, be on the look. Well, not be on the lookout. It's out. Go to ringgameradio.com. Pat wrote a dope article. We're gonna try to get some more animation done. I already got some ideas in my head. This one for pilot, like I got like a real fire one that I want to see if I could quickly do. But yeah, we definitely get more content, more animation, and we definitely coming through with the music this year. Like niggas ain't playing. Like we let y'all off the hook last year for whatever reason. Like just niggas ain't had no music, son. But yeah, we can't be talking about who had albums of the year and songs of the year and shit, and then ain't no Shudder involved. So yeah, we remedying that. We gotta get this Rome Top 5 album out. That's about it. Like, make sure y'all keep following us on TikTok and Twitter and all that other shit. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Get them fucking likes up, get them subs up, like shit. Y'all want to donate? This on the website, all that shit. Oh yeah, see, I stretched this motherfucker out. Pause, just for you, just for your ass to show up. Yo, what it do? Yeah, we done for the night, motherfucker. You came in here too late, bro. Pause, but we knew you was gonna show up. That was actually one of the first things me and Pat said.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, man, that's it, man. It's all love, bro. The salute, Rob. Like, we be back next week. Yeah, this the only show for the week. As you see, it's the extravaganza end of the year joint. We'll be back next week with the recap and with the music show. And salute, man. We appreciate everything.
Absolutely, man. And Pilot, you have any final thoughts?
I don't. Shouts out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate everybody on our journey of Ring Gang Radio. 2023 was a big year for boxing and a big year for us. We had some interviews and getting traction. Just keep fucking with us because we love the shit like y'all. Happy New Year to everybody. Have a prosperous year.
There we go. P, do you have yours, or are you gonna say let's wrap this shit up?
Actually, I got a couple. Hope everybody enjoyed their holidays, their New Year. It's the new year, but it's the same old P. So you know what I'm saying. I ain't going nowhere. Ring Gang ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying. We don't do that New Year, new me shit. We the same old G's. So you know what I'm saying. We got a lot of good content planned. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a big year for us. So just watch. Just sit back and just watch. Enjoy the ride. You know what it is. We can hopefully we get some great fights, but either way, we're gonna get some great Ring Gang content. So, and on a personal note, you know what I'm saying, shout out to TNT. They had your boy on TV. You know what I'm saying? I was happy. I was happy. Or I wasn't on TV. My fucking cardboard cutout that I brought to the AEW event made it on TV, but they cut me out. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was just happy. I was just happy I was on TV. My prop was on TV. So that was pretty cool. These events been fucking feeding me, but you motherfuckers need to fucking shower. Like, these wrestling events have some of the most dweebiest, dorkiest, fat, smelly motherfuckers that just don't fucking shower. Please bathe. It doesn't cost much. It costs how much to get soaked.
No. Isn't it bad as like the cosplay events I always be hearing about?
It's worse. It's worse.
God damn. Okay. Wow. All right.
And okay, and that was gonna get into my second point. Speaking of, and this is my final point, you niggas in your go to these goddamn porn conventions and don't know how to fucking act. Like, you need some fathers or father figures because y'all be acting up. Y'all, I've seen these fucking Twitter videos. Motherfuckers put they face in porn stars' ass. Like, yo, like, what are we doing? Like, dude, y'all need help, please. Like, I know y'all get excited at this shit. I'm not saying don't go to conventions. Go to conventions, have a good time, but please don't embarrass yourself. Like, y'all are embarrassing yourselves out here. Like, there ain't no way you gonna catch me putting my face in a porn star's ass on fucking camera for everybody to see. Nah, we not doing that. Like, yo, have some damn dignity.
These niggas be living out the gifs and memes y'all be posting. That's what it is. When y'all be posting them Jeff Hardy, not Jeff. Oh, what's his name? The beard nigga that be that don't be playing ball like he should. Harden. When y'all be posting the damn
James Harden,
yeah, James Harden. When y'all post that shit, these niggas really internalize that shit, and they see these bodies and these thoughts and be like, for real, like. These niggas is art imitating life, niggas. Life imitating art.
Did y'all see that one where like, oh damn, El Reo's taking the win seriously because he's like, there's the guy that's at one of those porn conventions looking like Jose Valenzuela straight up. And I know the porn star. I can't say his name. I'm just saying. I saw him on that big Latina ass. And I was like, that looks like El Reo, nigga.
Oh man, thirsty. Crazy.
Yes, right. Yeah, no, you are exactly right, Deontay Jones. They don't get no pussy. Like, they just be on some weirdo shit. Like,
yeah, that's why I'm saying. Like, I love being a wrestling fan is cool, but some of the like the people that are other wrestling fans they're a bunch of weirdos, man, and they're low key, racist, weird, like it's just disturbing to be around.
Smell that bad? Oh my god! I just
like soap is everywhere. Wash your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's as simple as that. Like, you wash your ass, you may get a girl. You know what I mean?
Worse the cosplay of it. Because them niggas all in types of costumes and shit, and niggas is sweating in them shits. So if you're in your regular clothes smelling worse than that says something. Like,
yeah,
damn.
yeah, you got these motherfuckers that come in and I gotta sit next to them and they take up fucking 2 seats because they're fucking fat as hell. Like, that shit is annoying. Like, man, wrestling be having some of the worst fucking fan bases.
Man, you gotta start bringing sand to the beach, nigga. Something.
But for me,
bring
like,
2 of them, one on each side, nigga.
I mean, for me, I don't have too much to say other than, it was, 2023 was a great year. There's a lot of growth, man. As always, man. We gave you that shit you want, you need. We got the website, we got the YouTube. Listen, like, comment, subscribe, and tell your friends, so we can be friends. And fuck what you talking about Deontay Jones. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all motherfuckers could still lose to the division next week. And I'm still rooting for the Skins to do that to y'all. And, we get together against the Giants and, we win that division. We get number 2 seed back and, we host a playoff game instead of going on the road. You know what I'm saying? But again, fuck what you talk about. Fuck Arizona. Fuck where you live and all that type of shit, bro.
Yeah, we can't say that, man.
Yeah, and the Cowboys lost to the Cardinals too. So fuck what you talking about. So like anyway, so it's like, and y'all had no excuse.
Yeah, hold on. Both y'all niggas lost to the same team this year.
And the team that might be a team's only 2 wins. I'm just saying. Like,
gutter trash.
Yeah, so don't
bring up feel like Dudley in this motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all lost more widely to the Cardinals than we did. So like, yeah. So again,
man, Dolphins ain't my team. I don't know them niggas.
No, I'm not talking to you, nigga. I'm talking about Deontay Jones, nigga. Damn.
Oh, I don't know. Both of y'all losing. It kind of mute. Like that's like saying. That's like 2 broads. It's like, yo, which was the most unattractive between us? Like,
I mean, either way,
no nigga wants your ass.
We'll see. We'll see who has the deep playoff run. Deontay Jones. Like, we both, teams are in the playoffs. We'll see who has the deep playoff run. Y'all ain't got sniff no championship game. That's for damn sure. But yeah, outside, shout out to everyone. Shout out to Ring Gang. 2024, we back. We got some shit for you, so stay tuned. So for myself, Pat Scorpio, the New England representative, for LB Shuttleworth, the God of the GOAT artist, for King P. Bodega P, and for Conscious Pilot. This is another wonderful episode of Real Talk, the year-end edition. And as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.
Tell everyone.